Watch this motherfucker ring as soon as we start. You tried to wait.
You gotta be like, welcome to the Meet the Ring.
That's how it goes.
We got you phoning a friend?
We might have to at this point. All right, let's do it. It's the Meet the Break podcast. I am Monty Draper.
I am LG.
Lex B-U-B.
And it is a celebration. We have 3 amazing special guests here today.
Yeah, feel me?
We got to start with the star first. Young JoJo's in the building.
Hey.
Say hi, Joe. Aw, you fake. Hi. Cousin Donnell's here. What's up, cuz?
What's good?
And a real day one of the pod, a real friend of the show. Cuz been listening to the show since the beginning.
For the win.
And has something to say about every fucking episode. So I just want to add that too. Like, you niggas got it wrong or y'all got it right. Like, it's nowhere in the middle. Shay, what's up, cuz? Hey. Y'all hear me refer to Shay a lot on the show. She literally has been listening to it since the beginning. Our DC family is in town.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot to get to, but we celebrated the baby. The baby is having a baby. My little sister, Lissa, her baby shower. Hella family came out in the midst of, like, pandemic and all that shit. And it's like, I don't know, man. I still have my, like, I want to put my conspiracy hat on, but got to be responsible because people are actually dying. Mm-hmm. But this shit feels weird. I'm just going to point that out. And so the guilt and the, I don't know, just the weird feeling about asking people to come celebrate something that is so near and dear to you and that sort of anxiousness or anxiety that existed around that entire day for no fucking reason because it was nothing but love in the room and our cousins that traveled across the country to be there is like case in point. So special shout out to everybody that made yesterday happen. From Scratch with Love Catering. Princess, thank you. We love you. The Honeckers for hosting last minute.
Yes, sir.
And the Pops and Camille who offered to host initially but were displaced because of the fires. We'll get to that too. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Noble for the video. Kevin Allen for the photos. Everything was just great. And then Ariana and Kendall, they need to get their shit together because they're the most awesome fucking party planners I've ever seen. They made that shit look like venue. Like, they should look beautiful, and they had help. Teen, Shay, everybody came together and made yesterday amazing. So, Lissa, we love you. Will, we love you. Baby Owens on the way. That's what I got.
Yeah, gave us some ideas for money being next and shit. So that's what's up. Oh, my bad.
Hold up, they put the baby on you?
My bad.
The whole party was like, "Hey, my nigga, what you doing?" Like,
Ooh-wee.
how that work?
I don't know.
How we skipping him? That's all. I just want to know how we skipping you.
Hey,
Tom Shep
grandma
don't got
still
no
asks me
kids.
about. Grandma still asks me about winter. So did you
Oh my
get
god!
your winter together yet?
Man, so fellas, how we feeling? We had a crazy week, a lot of shit to get to. Before we get to how you guys are feeling, because we got to do our like check-in for real. To all the families in like the greater northern part of California, over 600 fires in California right now. Thunder, lightning, some weird shit with the emergency lines or with the power lines. It's like a lot of goofy, spooky shit going on right now. So I just want to send prayers out to the families that are displaced and like trying to figure out things in the midst of all this. California's strange, man. Gavin had the nerve to tweet last night. And
Who Gavin talking about?
it wasn't a bad tweet. He was just pointing it out like, yo, you want to see the real, like, come see how crazy it looks here right now. And it looks insane. Like, we got the windows open. We don't feel like we should have them open, but it's hot in this motherfucker. And nobody in Oakland believes in putting AC in these buildings. So niggas are like hot for real. So, I don't know, man. I genuinely don't know what to say other than prayers, what to do other than send prayers and love to everyone out trying to figure it out. And it hits a little different when you know people and getting calls in the middle of the night like, yo, we on our way to SAC or we're on our way to such and such because we had to evacuate our homes. Like, this is a real thing that's taking place right now. In the midst of not being able to earn, not being able to work, make money, and trying to figure out how to maneuver around COVID-19. Like, it's some real goofy shit happening right now. And I know the rest of the country is feeling it, but something about California, man, is being exposed at an insane clip right now.
Well, that's the way to look at it, though, because California is kind of like its own entity and such. So you kind of have to look at California and get a gauge on how this is going to play out. It gives you like a look into how we really moving out here. I think the rest of that shit is kind of a facade or whatever. But Cali just give you what's up.
Man.
But very interesting though. 2020 is like the year of pick your poison, bro. Like, hey, which one you want? Bro, you trying to go with the electric chair? You trying to go with the lethal injection, bro?
But
it's like, what's your plans?
But it's right in alignment with how the selection feels, right? So I know the optics of Trump. I know what the emotional pull to bruh being in office makes everyone feel like. I genuinely have a disdain for people that are going, well, you got to pick a side. It's the same thing that they did with the Hillary shit. It's like when you start getting into the crux of everything and really start doing your research and understanding what's at stake, who was at the forefront of particular legislation throughout the 90s that dictated a lot of how this economy is set up present day. It's just it's weird, and it's hard not to put a conspiracy hat on. And so when you say pick your poison, it's the perfect metaphor for what this election feels like, where it's like, hey, you got to pick one. And in the part that's unsettling is like how many voices of voices of importance, or voices that can sway the masses, popular voices, when you look at Charlemagne and D.L. Hughley and the press run that they're doing the Vlads and all this shit. Like, it feels really weird how the left is sort of like, yo, we need y'all. We understand that we need black voices. You guys are powerful amongst yours. So, hey, Joe Biden is calling the Breakfast Club. Can I come do the Breakfast Club? That's weird, man. The pandering and all of it feels nasty. But you can't be the one to say it feels nasty, because you're kind of taking away from the point that they just want to get him out of here. And it's kind of how I feel about gas prices, right? Where my cousin Danielle goes, he said, nigga, that shit say $4? He said, I just filled up before I left home. This shit was $1.99. I was like, what is y'all shit doing at $4? But what they do, it'll get kicked as high as like $4.30. And then they'll start to drop down. And so from when it was right around $3.25, kick it up to $4.30. So when they drop back down to $3.50, you don't feel like you're getting swindled no more. So it's a real finesse that, unless you've been outside for real, you don't know you being finessed. So it's a lot of niggas that don't know they being finessed right now. But you can't talk about being finessed without them throwing this sort of divisive tag on you. But it's like, we got to have these conversations just to understand what's taking place. I'm all for the pimp shit if it's of equal opportunity. If she knows she being pimped, if she know what's going on, go for it, my nigga. Y'all got it. But the mind games and all that shit, and people don't know what they're buying into, that feels weird. Don't talk to me like that. Like,
yeah, but nowadays, bro, you complicit if you don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
that nigga said you complicit. See what type of time he on?
Nah,
you complicit if you don't know.
If a nigga send the notes before he's actually sat down in the couch,
he on bullshit today.
That nigga, he ready.
It's happening. Yeah. Yeah, that was
you complicit if you don't know.
You are complicit.
Talk about that, G.
All right, so in today's age, like, this is the age of information. So it's not, it's not by coincidence that children are crazy smart and have so much access to so many things, and they're actually teaching the older folks like what's going on, and like their movements that they're making are super important. And you're trying to figure out like, oh shit, how did they get all the will to do all this and blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
It's more so because they're more informed, and they're seeking information. It's a nonstop production for them on what can they do to be better and have things better off than it was before. And I think for years it was, a veil over, kind of like the Wizard of Oz. It was a veil over everything that was going on.
Yeah.
But nobody was trying to see if the wizard was real or not. It was sick. So it was carrying over to fucking up a lot of families because of not trying to get to the bottom of what you're dealing with.
Wow.
Now, children, they have no choice but to deal with what they're what's going on, and they see the world a lot different. So I think that you're complicit if you're deciding not to go out there and seek this information. Like you can't just be fucked up. We ain't got time for that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like we have zero time to be out here fucked up. So you got to get to the bottom of that and figure it out.
So what do you say to people who have gotten to the bottom of it and still go, we just got to make a choice. The devil, Hitler, pick the lesser evil. Let's roll. That feels odd to me, bro. Like there's not a single part of me that can make sense of that. And that's essentially what you're asking me to make sense of right now. I've done the research. I know I'm very well versed in what the fuck is taking place right now. Economically, educationally, as far as law enforcement goes, and what policies are being passed in a pandemic. What has been on ballots in cities and states during the pandemic when the last thing people are worried about is voting. You feel what I'm saying? So it's hard not to classify it as just downright nasty. The block is hot. The block is hot. The block is hot. The block is hot. That's just what we say. Happy Sunday.
They woke up this morning.
No. Knox was out early. You see how bro was coming around the car, nigga? I was like, oh.
Before you pulled up, one was just sitting there chilling, like looking at me like,
hey, look here.
You want some tacos?
Hey.
I'm like, tacos? Nigga, where did you?
Told the nigga, what was that on Thursday? Nigga, this crossbody just ain't for looks, nigga. This ain't no man purse, nigga. This motherfucker got space in it. You might want to relax. Got it all the way twisted.
Yeah, that knock got a razor, boy. I ain't seen a razor in so long. Bro, you still out here using your leg as a stand?
Oh man. Yeah, did we mean to start with politics right away, or is that just how it goes?
I mean, you have no choice but to be in the middle of that shit. Yeah. But I more so think of it as controlling what you can control. I mean, like you can't be out here worried about shit that's outside of your control.
Yeah,
that's how you be nuts. You know what I mean? Trying to deal with shit that you have zero, because like you're not even being considered in the equation. Yeah. So why are you thinking about it? You know what I mean? Like what's more important is dealing with getting your neighbor, your people healthy in order for you to get the most out of life. And then at some point, your consideration is going to make sense to everyone else. You know what I mean? But before then, you got to bring something to the table. You can't be out here trying to get a seat at the table without any backing whatsoever. As Money has been saying.
And G, that's I'm so glad you are able to articulate shit. It's like what's the Key and Peele skit where it's doing Obama and angry voice. It's like, no, I'm gonna make this make sense for y'all for real. It'll always just come through and make the shit make sense. What you say about the U.S. hack? Don't let the U.S. get you fucked up.
Don't let them get you fucked up out here. Real life.
It's as simple as that. Like.
That's a slogan, bro. Don't let the U.S. get you fucked up.
Don't let this president or this country get your ass beat.
Man. If anybody was running with that slogan, I'd automatically vote for him.
I don't need to hear nothing else. Nothing else.
Bro, that is the perfect thing to go against Make America Great Again. The other side is don't let America get you fucked up. Like, bro, like don't play around with that if you want to. You know what I mean? No, we didn't tap in. Lex, how you feeling for real?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Any interesting anything for you this week? Because we checked in for real last week and it felt good and I was like, let's keep that going. I mean, we do it, but then something about it felt a little bit more intentional and it was like, okay, this is a thing. And then you have somebody say something in regards to
I had a conversation with somebody and he will remain nameless, but our conversation and him listening spawned him to ask me this question to ask you guys. And I don't know if you want to bring it up now, bring it up later. But basically, he going through shit, and the people that he around, when he tries to talk to him about it, they kind of laugh it off. Like they just think he's joking. And so then he spun the question of, how do you talk to your friends if you in a bad place? Like, how do you ask for help, like, for that conversation if you in this dark, depressing place? And I was like, damn, that is a good question. And that led to when I was talking to Monty, like, this was years ago, back when Monty lived in Richmond, and me and him was just really starting to get to know each other. And I was going through some shit. And it was like, at the time, nobody was answering phones, so I just called him and was like, hey, bro, can I pull up? And
nigga knew where I was at. hey, the funny, my bad, Lex. The funny part about those days is niggas knew exactly where I was gonna be. I had no money. I had nowhere to go. It's like, Monty's gonna be in that basement, and you would always pull up. Poe and G every Friday night pull up with a bottle and sit. And I tell this shit, but it's funny now. Niggas would sit there and listen to the most trash beats, and not in like in true homie fashion. Be like, yeah, I think I should probably keep going.
it's coming along. I see what you're trying to do.
He getting there.
Bro, grind them gears, bro. Grind that shit
But to your point, so you go finish your story, but I wanted to make a point. Like, it was the same consistent group of people that pulled up in that fucking basement religiously.
But even with making that call for me, it was like, I didn't know how this nigga was gonna react to that type of question. Like, hey, nigga, I got shit on my chest. I just need somebody to talk to. Like, because as men, like, and this goes back to the conversation we had about, you know, fathers or older cats. You know, they're in that space where you ain't supposed to talk about your feelings, and it's like,
completely.
So, me even like, damn, I need to step out of my comfort zone and see how this nigga's gonna react to it. It can be kind of like that fear of not knowing. And so he brought it up to me, and I was like, I'm gonna ask you guys.
Damn. We talked about it that day, and I had a take, and then based on how yesterday went, I have a completely different take. It changed that fast. I think initially it was just like, it's like, yeah, duh, like that's what we want to carve out, but something about I'm starting to appreciate the uniqueness of our family situation, right? So, super non-traditional, people that come from all different walks of life, and you kind of just want to generalize everything. Like, oh, this is how shit goes. And based on the conversation between L, Dill, Donnell, and myself in a most random car ride to go pick up some kids yesterday, Donnell's like, yo, I'm out here, nigga, this shit feel like really, like, letting niggas know, like, yo, this is a moment.
I'm really out here, man.
Yeah, I'm really out here. And Dill, but you gotta, him, and it's crazy because he's blood. Dill isn't necessarily blood, but Dill has been around long enough to where, shit, I forget he ain't blood. So I know completely. Everybody else does. So it's almost like the same sort of, Dill is just like, nah, like, Dill's like, I got family I don't fuck with like that for real. Like at all. And whenever you get around, it's like big love. And so you really put value on that part, right? And I think anywhere that I found myself at any place in the country, that has stood out, like being able to make a way for real. But most importantly, when you land amongst other men of color, black men specifically, there is a something internally that just pulls me to, like, yo, tap in with whoever that is for real. Shout out to my nigga Tank from Long Beach. Met at school. That's my brother for real. Like, he's a football player, street nigga, with an opportunity to make a way. And like, but don't ever get it twisted. Like, we'll get on your ass for real. But wanted to do something so different, so left from that. And what you see growing up, like, I think the hardest thing, G, is my stepbrother and I shared a bed. And this is embarrassing, but this is real shit. We shared a bed, like, through high school, basically. My stepbrother and I, like, big-ass niggas head to toe in a bed. I'm leaving for I think I probably said this. I'm leaving for college. My dad's getting ready to drive. My dad and my stepmom are driving me to school, and on their way back, are gonna make a big U and go down the coast and go visit my nigga at Pelican Bay? What's the difference? What's the fucking difference? They dropping me off at school and they going to visit my nigga at Pelican Bay. That's a maximum security prison. We're the same age, same access, same parents, same roof, the same bed, bro. What is the difference? My man right here. Yo, bro, I'm on something different. Nah, nigga, do that. I'm in the house writing scripts and writing raps, and niggas just playing video games. Like, kick that rap, nigga. What? Read that first line of that script, money, and like roasting me at the same time, but encouraging the nuance and the different part of you. Like, you don't have to sell your soul to fit in. You don't have to do these unforsaken things to be seen and to fit in these circles. And as a byproduct, it won't cost you your life. My nigga Bugs is gone. I'll never forget our last conversation. God bless my nigga soul. Bro, I'm going to Atlanta, about to make this move. I'll be right back. And that was such a routine thing to say to one another. Bro, where you at? Oh, nigga, I'm in Denver fucking around. Be safe. I love you. And just hang up the phone. But whenever there's an opportunity, if I was he knew where to find me, either at the studio or at Sal House working on something, my nigga would come, pull up, take his shoes off, and Bug's the type of nigga to lay on the floor and have a conversation with you like the coolest nigga you ever see, chains out and everything. He take his money out and everything and be laying just like this. So Monty, I want to do this, nigga. I'm about to do these charity dinners. I want to do this for the... What? And we have a completely different conversation than the conversation we would have with everyone else. And because of our structure, I feel like every rapper pulls up on me like that. When they want to get something off, when they really, really want to talk for real and explore other shit, I'm about to hit Monty. I take pride in that shit. You don't have to come be no rapper in this room, bro. Like, you don't have to come. You don't have to come. I said that shit on the not the Cliff show. We did damn, what show was that? We did the show in Atlanta for Grand National. Nigga, I ain't lied in a rap since 4th grade, bro. That shit means the world to me. Ain't nothing to cap about. We trying to change lives. We trying to shift everything. So come here, be your authentic self, and hopefully through the process of that, we uncover some other shit that leads us to generational wealth, that leads us to breaking these curses. What you showed me, cuz, the other day? The why I gotta be the one to break the why I gotta be the one to break the generational curses, and be aware of it though. You know, we doing shit different, and parents and aunties and uncles, they gonna turn their nose up. Why you doing that? I wouldn't have did it like that, nigga. Yeah, and look at us. We out here fighting our demons and yours, nigga. So miss me with what you would have did.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Yeah,
I would have done like that. Yeah, I know.
I know you would have did it like that. Look at me.
I'm aware.
Know? So it's
yeah.
You know. So it's to your mans, tell him thank you for listening to the show. But to be honest, that's what the shit was about. Relax. I mean, the spectrum of our conversations will go from the most ratchet shit in life, and in a snap, be the most enlightened thing ever. And I would find myself sitting in the midst of those conversations like, God damn, am I the only one reaping the benefits of this? And then to meet my cousins for the first time in life, and they on the other side of the country, and they on the same type of shit. Oh, nigga, we fucking around, and out of nowhere, they brother be on some shit. He'd be like, oh, this is my cousin for real. Like, I know that's our birth. What we a day apart? Yeah. 2 days? Yeah. 2 days. And be on shit. So I'm like, okay, there's something to this. There's the dynamic. Let me be dynamic. You saying that. Let us be that. Let us cook. I'm going to be emotional, but I'll whoop your ass, though. If you want these hands. But niggas don't want these hands for real. They know that quick. So don't let your vulnerability be don't let what do you say? Don't let the US get your ass whooped. Yeah. Don't let my being vulnerable in these raps get your ass whooped either. Like it's as simple as that. We can be all things. We are all things.
Yeah, man, get it twisted, please.
You know well, yeah, like, no. See, I'm trying to warn you. He's like, please get it wrong. Please.
Bro, I'm already there, bro. Like, hey, while you trying to get your ass, like trying to get your, rev yourself up, I'm already there. I'll meet you there at some point. But yeah, I think to that question though, or just to your homie or whatever, just from experience, it's important to reach out anyway. because you never know who you're talking to, like if they're a vessel or not to help you through some shit. You have zero clue.
Facts.
And you can't go into it with a preconceived notion of like how a person's gonna respond, because you have zero clue, and it's your own projections that's kind of throwing it off. You know what I mean? Because I remember, shit, I had to go through it the super hard way, but having an individual that had no outlets, but utilized me as an outlet, and me dropping the ball on responding one night. It just took one night to not respond, and that shit changed my entire life and my whole viewpoint on it. You know what I mean? So fast forward, probably, shit, I want to say, when was that? That was probably 6-8 months of me like really, really struggling to like just fucking get up, and going out and like being like, fuck it, like going out to a party for the first time, going on it was a party bus going to the city, and in that party bus, this wasn't even that long, this was like a few weeks later.
No, I was about to say, nigga, your math is crazy.
That shit was like a few weeks later. My bad, I was tripping. That shit felt like that long, bro, no lie. But so going on a party bus, and my first time being out in the mix, and it's all these women, stuff that I've always enjoyed just being around, just the energy or whatever. Bro, I am hurting. So, like, as I'm like sitting there, and like everybody's having a good time or whatever, I'm really just sitting on the bus steps, like looking outside the door, and I'm like, fuck, yeah, it's time. And I chopped it up. My best partner was with me, so I hollered at him real quick, and I was like, I told him like straight up, shit, this, just gave him a rundown, just let him know that, I appreciate him, I appreciate everybody, and shit, it's time. Bro, it wasn't that long, bro, before he stopped the bus, got us the fuck up out of there, and got these niggas to a crib, told everybody they had to be there, and just chopped it up with me, just worked me through a night. You know what I mean? And that extended a shitload of time. You know what I mean? But it took that. So you gotta talk and be comfortable talking, man. And now I talk all day, bro. I can talk to anybody right now, and it's because of that moment where that was the last time I made it so that shit. That was the last time I felt fear towards life in general, like actually living life. That was the last time I felt fear towards that shit, and it was that simple. You know what I mean? So from there, you just shit. It's easy now. It's easy money now. So now I just posted this earlier. Are you a barrier or your bridge? Shit, bro. Shout out to Boogie for that shit. But bro, all day bridging so many gaps. You know what I mean? So that's really what it come down to.
Nigga, I love black people for real, bro. Like, but I love black people like for real, but I love my family like a motherfucker, because it's like, it's different. It's way different. So they're the lengths and the mountains and the heights that I'm willing to go to. So it's not. I think for me, I get the title like, just ask Monty, he'll say yeah, and it's not no pushover shit. It's just I know what it feels like to be 7 and to be questioning whether you should ask for shit you need, bro. You 7, my nigga. Why you thinking about, damn, mom's situation fucked up? How can you compute that at 7? I shouldn't ask this because the situation is fucked up. Be cool, but you need it. Mm-hmm. Teacher send you the syllabus. You need all these supplies, and I'm hiding the syllabus at 7 is the most nut shit ever. I don't care what nobody says. Mm-hmm. But it's a product. It's just a product of being just tapped in. So I've dedicated every part of my being to when somebody hit my line. Yo, Monty, can you do? Yes, nigga. And I probably don't have it. I'm gonna go find it though, and I know the nigga who can get it. Just what the perks of being a plug. You just figure it out. Mm-hmm. And I don't want this next generation of ours to be 7 and going, I can't ask for shit. Ask me for anything.
Please.
I don't care what it is. I'm just so sick of black kids. You see it. Just timid. Don't raise your hand. No, nigga, ask questions. The professor, one of the most world-renowned professors in India that people travel to go study from him, he don't lecture. First day of school, y'all got questions for me? Nigga, we paid a lot of money to be here. You talking about questions for you? That's the way to learn, though. I'm not about to do no slides, no, none of that. Do you have questions for me? So when my niggas talk, I listen. That night he talking about, bro. Been carrying that shit around for. That's been a couple years now. That shit changed everything, man. Cause you think you know everything. You think you got it figured out. You think you know the way. I never been more humbled in my life. The scariest few moments, and from his pops, his Lige, like that's the night. That's Lige don't even know this. That's the night Lige became my nigga for real. I had so many issues with Lige I had not expressed to him. So to say now in hindsight I could talk about it because it wasn't even a byproduct to him. But when it came to you and my territorialness around you and all that shit, it was just like, I don't know how I feel about Lige, but that night, shit. My nigga got that nigga off the bus and called my phone a million times. Where you at? Where you at?
The most A1 response, bro.
Where the fuck are you at? And then call Freak. Poe was in, I forget where Poe was hella far away, was about to get on a plane. Like, nigga, they don't even fly this late. What are you talking about? You can't come here right now. You know, so it's just, so when I say that's what the show was made out of, we didn't see some shit. And it's not just niggas sitting up here talking. It's like, nah, we've been fortunate enough and unfortunate enough to experience a whole spectrum of different things where we know what black men may be suffering from. Completely. So in light of that, like, let's do this platform the right way. This ain't Joe. This ain't none of that shit. Like all the antics and hot takes. Fuck all. Fuck a hot take. It's real shit we could talk about that could land as a hot take. So you want a hot take or you want to heal for real? Mm-hmm. Come fuck with me, the brave. Simple as that. Like it's what the name of the show is, bro. Like everything is out there. We have nothing to hide from, nothing to be ashamed of. I'm proud of every part of this journey. Some of it hurts more than others, but I'm proud of it. And to your mans that listens to the show, like literally, if we don't have another listener, if he was the only one listener, this shit would be worth it. What I tell you on the phone that day, the amount of work you do weekly for this show, the producers and showrunners on Your Mom's House with Tom Segura and Christina P, The Fighter and the Kid, Joe Rogan, Joe Budden and them staff, like them niggas is getting salaries for the work that you do for this show. There's no bread coming in. We have not monetized a single fucking dollar. And you niggas show up every week. Lex does 10 clips a week and then edits a 3-hour pod. All in the name of loving black people. So until any of you niggas can say that, please, please, please miss me with any ounce of really caring for real. All that fake woke shit, stop it. Because it don't land the same. It's not even remotely the same.
Yeah, we gotta find like unconditional love, bro. Like we gotta find that space again. And we can't have, all this whole laundry list of things that a person has to be in order for, you to listen to them. You know what I mean? Like, first and foremost, bro, just listen because you need knowledge. Like, you never know where that shit come from, So it could literally come from a knock on the street that had unforeseen circumstances or, just has these demons that's crazy. But when they be talking, like, they might be talking for a minute. Bro, in between there's some there, though. Like, it's, get from them what you need. Because best believe, bro, you can be passing by a person and it's a conversation happening. And you thinking that this ain't the atmosphere working for you? Bro, open your ears. Why are you so closed off? You're missing out on so much. You know, so shit. That experience opened up my world, man. That made me want to be an amazing human being for other human beings. So yeah.
And to your homies, like to narrow it down, and being specific and discussing depression and how it applies to black people, right? The amount of shit that we just throw on and just keep it pushing, and we're culpable in it too at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
Where we just normalize every fucking thing. Mm-hmm. Hey, my nigga, I'm about to work 16 a day. What? Why? Oh, I gotta get it, man. Oh no, I sleep when I die, cuz. What?
You will.
Wait a minute, huh? Oh man, this food. I know I ain't supposed to be eating this food. This shit. Why? We normalize every bit of our fucked up experience, and our eating habits, our sleeping habits, our work habits, how we deal with our kids. Guess what that all leads to? Depression. So all the components of depression, you can have everything. Doctor would check off all that shit, and then amongst ourselves we would go, "Oh man, you being soft." Excuse me?
Even dealing with death, it's like they'll hit you with the, I feel your pain, and then on to the next topic.
God must have called him home. Fam, I'm hurting right now.
Yeah.
I'm hurting right now. And this what you got for me? You want to normalize my pain so much you can wrap it up into God had a better plan. Fam, that's not what I want to discuss right now. Sorry. Christians, I know y'all don't want to hear that shit either, but this for y'all. What?
It be fucking me up because in certain situations when I answer and you be feeling like you the bad guy, like, nah, my partner just got his whole car aired out and you tell me that was God's plan? It was God's plan for another man to roll up and just light up his whole car?
Man, look. My nigga's gone. In the same day his baby's born and his mama dies, my nigga. I don't want to hear nothing niggas just talking about. R.I.P. Mama Bugs forever. Seriously, bro. Like, y'all, you gotta stop. This shit hurts.
I do have something to say about that, though. Because I think the issue is that people are thinking of this world from a human brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you really understood what God is, God has zero emotion. It's like a business, damn near. So, like, the concept of God is all things.
Yeah.
All things is something that we're taking into account. So it's not like a I put a prayer in and I received, what I prayed for, or that's what I'm searching for. Nah, because like each and every one of us has a God-like quality.
Come on.
That has to operate at maximum efficiency.
Come on.
So how do you get to that point?
Come on.
You have to become healthy.
Come on.
So
come on.
You have to put yourself in the driver's seat. Like, stop being a passenger. Stop being in the fucking back seat and letting somebody else drive your shit.
Man, look.
And then bap it.
I told you L was coming in.
I told you he's coming. He's coming to fuck around today.
Bro, bap that shit and then you blame him for bapping it.
Come on.
Like, nah, bro, blame yourself for letting that motherfucker drive your shit. Bro, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh. No,
we got special guest appearances out here, you know what I'm saying?
Nana in the building.
Hey, low key though, I don't know. You can't be walking in like that, Nana. Who you hiding from?
Who you hiding from is crazy.
She do got the Mary J. Blige starter
Bro.
kit, glasses, hat.
That nigga said the Mary J. starter kit.
No more drama. You better call old Tyrone.
She just ain't gonna be every black singer, every neo soul artist.
Nah. Speaking of that though, y'all see the verses? The next verses?
I did, nigga, and I feel away.
How you don't play?
I feel away, because niggas asked for Brandy versus Monica a long time ago. In the beginning of this, they told us it couldn't happen. I love Monica. Y'all gonna kill me for this. I love Monica, but y'all got Brandy fucked up, bro. Y'all got Brandy fucked up.
This might be the most debated battle.
It's not no debate. I'm sorry. Monica got how many joints? Go. I'll wait.
The Boy Is Mine.
Yeah.
Can you count The Boy Is Mine?
So who takes The Boy Is Mine? They both.
No, they both get him. So that's a wash.
They both got to get it out the way.
So
in the beginning.
I'm waiting for the rest of my.
entire Miss Thing album was like.
Well, keep going.
You said Miss Thing.
Keep going, because I'm getting you out of here.
What was that? What album?
Yeah, yeah.
But what was the last one though?
Don't know. So.
Exactly.
Y'all got Brandy fucked up.
Exactly.
B7 just dropped.
Exactly,
Y'all just dropped Heat. Oh yeah, y'all. So y'all got. You know what? But you know what I realized though. This is a regional thing, and I'm here for it. I'm here for the regional shit because I love me some Monica. Monica go crazy, but that Underwood family. You can't tell me shit about Ray J and Brandy, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
In the back, in the house.
7 Rolls Royces. Nigga, wait, Ray J. How much dope did you do? I just want to know how much blow did he do to get to that level? Because that nigga was tripping. Who y'all got though? I need scores. Don't just say winners. I need scores.
I got Brandy. I got Brandy. I don't even know how to score that though. I just got Brandy off the last album. I don't know what Brandy did before that.
That's crazy.
They doing 20 songs apiece.
It's 20. It's
They
20. It's
doing-
20.
they
20.
doing-
20.
They doing 20 songs.
20.
I got Brandy 12-9.
Oh, man. Yeah.
12-8. 12-8. 12-8. 12-8.
I got that 12.
Which one is that? Is that
You got
Monica?
You got Monica 12-8. You got Brandy 12-8.
That's the album?
No, that's her
main
first
single.
single off of her first.
Oh, okay. I got you.
What?
Score.
Score? No, Brandy's taking it for sure. Whatever that score may be, she's taking it.
Yeah.
So.
12-8 Monica. 12-8 Brandy.
I just don't know. Monica got 20.
No, Monica got 20. It's go.
Okay, that's 20.
Monica got 20. But
She got
see,
20?
but
Absolutely have
but
her.
you know what's different about R&B though, as opposed to rap. Like for rap to stick, they gotta have 20 hits. R&B, nigga, you can have album cuts that
Will make
didn't
everybody cry.
Yeah, if you didn't have the album, you just didn't know.
That's true.
And so that's why this is gonna be special because it's gonna Brandy gonna. She got to do the free T. The LA intro. She just off the strip. She got to start with that. And the niggas gonna be like, wait a minute, and don't have her getting her cocaine 80s bag. You niggas is done. Let me stop. Because I sound like a stan.
So
I didn't.
you
wasn't
asking
gonna-
everybody else to score what you got?
because I love Monica, and because she about to free C Murder.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Just on that alone. Just on that alone, I'm gonna make it respectable, and I'm gonna go 11-9. I'm gonna go 11-9.
11.
It's gonna be close.
Okay.
It's gonna be close. What you got?
I'm with you. I think it'll be that.
Yeah.
I'm going 12-8.
Yeah. I just don't. The Malicious Stuff. I had this topic, but I was like, I didn't want to ask it. What is it about the more talented and the more multifaceted a black person is? Why does that diminish? Why does it seem to diminish their value? Right? Mm-hmm. Oh, she's doing Moesha. She's doing it. That don't take nothing away from the music. We had a whole conversation about LL. Oh, that nigga's an actor. He's soft. I don't care what nobody say. Radio and Walking with the Panther are 2 of the hardest albums ever. And so it's like the more you level up, like if they, like just watch. They're going to try to do this shit to Gambino. They're going to try to do it and try to, like, but people already do it. They go, oh, you talking about the funny nigga from Community? No, nigga, I'm talking about Childish Gambino. One of the hardest artists out. Like, you can't diminish that shit. So what is it about black artists where it's like, nah, just do one thing and don't offend nobody in the process? What do you think that is?
Shit, because most people are doing one thing. Just projections, bro. Like, most people just going to work. And that's what they want. What they want from their artists is specifically what they want.
No, but not even from the fans. The fans are usually a little bit more open-minded. I'm talking about peers.
Huh? You think a peer is gonna hold
you see
Gambino
it?
back?
You see it all the time.
Huh, interesting.
Listen to the Joe Budden podcast.
Interesting.
Joe and them in the beginning of that show wasn't fucking with Tyler the Creator, wasn't fucking with Childish Gambino, and wasn't fucking with Vince Staples. based on what they thought they knew. And not Rory and Parks per se, but specifically Joe. I want to do a clip one day of how much shit they've been wrong about, because they got this Nas Hit-Boy shit way wrong.
Yeah, no, they were all the way off on that.
The whole room got that wrong.
Only thing that's right about that is Jay plays a very long game, man.
Okay, are we doing this now?
He plays a.
Are we doing this now?
He plays a very
Are we
long
doing?
game.
Don't you dare! Don't you do
sorry.
that.
Jay,
Don't you
Don't you dare! You going that same time too?
Nah.
Okay.
Every time Nas looks in the mirror, Jay is in the background.
He's
Like,
photobombing.
Bro, like he is like a spirit
But
on
see-
like he is a spirit on his shoulder every single time.
But that's
he
why
is
this is
somewhere.
fucked up, because Jay's featured on the song. It's not his release. That's not his team.
Oh, okay.
So now
All right.
now it's his
Jay
fault.
Jay had no say so in any of that. All right,
You know
but
what he was doing, bro.
how long do you think they had that track done?
It's been there.
No, it's not. If you listen to what they're saying, that shit is new.
Okay.
And it just so happened.
It all would happen, and it all would have happened within the last.
So if you go pandemic,
So Jay doesn't know when Nas is dropping.
if you go pandemic, if you go pandemic, if you go protest, the whole calendar's thrown off. We're about to get Aubrey, Cole, Dot. We're about to get all that shit in just one clip, and everybody's gonna be confused as to what the fuck is happening. Nobody's touring. Everybody had plans to release music though, so they can't sit on it. Sean's about to drop. So I'm just going scheduling wise. It's only so. It's
I just
want to
let you know.
It's only so many Fridays.
I just want to let you know you sound like Jay's publicist.
It's only so many Fridays. I'm just
Like-
telling you how this shit work.
Like, bro, you are spinning a narrative right now, boy.
I just did a content calendar.
Okay.
Trying to figure out how to release 6 albums is the most impossible shit. There's only so many Fridays. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. And that entrepreneur, and then so if we get off of that,
What is it? 52,
The-
man?
the
Come
entre-
on, man. We got
the-
this, man.
the year over.
Come on, man.
The year over.
Come on, man. He could have chose
Hey.
chose next week.
Word, he could've waited.
You know what I mean? Like if it was done, then yes.
Did y'all
he
listen?
didn't- he didn't have to drop
did y'all
it
listen
yesterday.
Did y'all listen to it?
Or Saturday, Friday?
Y'all listen to Entrepreneur?
Yeah.
Did y'all listen to it? Watch the video.
Yes.
That you cannot sit on that song.
Huh?
You cannot sit on that song.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Hit-Boy and Nas cannot move off their date.
Okay.
Why can't the legends exist in the same spot? What is wrong with y'all?
Legends can exist and they are. It's
But
just
you're
that
talking
one
about-
legend is over the other. Like one is being the other's umbrella. Like he's just there.
I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling.
All right.
I'm not. They occupy 2 completely different spaces. That entrepreneur shit damn near made me cry. And then Nas and Hit-Boy did make me tear up. Because I was so hyped.
All jokes aside though, Nas did drop a great album.
I was so hyped
did
on
a
the
great
Don
job.
Toliver when they put the track listing out.
He murked
I was
that
so hype on it, and then I got to listen to Joe and them take, and I was like, do they not know how dope Don Toliver is, or what were they not giving credit? That song is gonna go. That song is gonna go. That visual is gonna be stupid, and it's like, what is the closed mindedness to the OGs? Like, yeah, our OGs need to be challenged. These new niggas, these pins, and these beats, come getting Dirk back for a little bit. What do Dirk and Nas sound like together? What does Don Toliver and Nas sound like together? What does Anderson .Paak and Nas sound like together over a Hit-Boy record? How was niggas not excited for this album? So it makes me question their taste.
I was about to ask, do you think, I'm just going to say Joe. Do you
No,
think
it's
Joe-
only Joe. Everybody else in the room didn't have the same
Yeah,
takes.
do you
as him.
think Joe-
Roy did too, though?
Yeah. Do you think Joe says these takes because he knows this is going to be content? And then,
I want
'cause
to believe that, but he was so adamant on Tyler not being dope.
yeah.
I'll never forget that shit. And being so confused by, wait, and you're in the industry and you don't know how raw Tyler the Creator is? I was confused about that. How late he was to the Childish Gambino. Like, and it's not just Joe, so let's not make this a Joe theme. The Hot 97 niggas be late to the party. Breakfast Club be late to the party, and these are our gatekeepers. Not even fuck the East Coast. 106 KMEL. Salute to Spesh. I love you, Spesh. Spesh was working in that building. SZA came, Sir came, Royce the 5'9" came. All these artists were coming to do shows on the West Coast. Guess who was the only one to reach out to interview them that came in? Was Special. Nobody in the main room wanted to interview SZA. What? And you guys are the gatekeepers? I'm not supposed to be talking about this shit, but Big Von is on some bullshit. He can't be our champion DJ if he don't got his ear to the street for real. And if he got personal shit in the way of playing the dope shit. I'm sorry. You can't be that nigga. And that's the entire industry, bro. And this is not even on no waving the flag shit. What's making more noise organically than Grand National in the Bay? No, dead ass for the room. Can we talk numbers today? It's Sunday, but can we talk numbers? Look at when we dropped. Look at who dropped. Go look at what their marketing budgets were. Nigga, there's a couple niggas in the room and we put some money in the pot, but that was about it. We didn't have no marketing budget for that shit. So we land, pre-order, and debut. There's two different things for niggas who don't know. Pre-order, debut. Two different things. We thought the pre-order was something big, and the Special's on the live like, oh, y'all niggas debuted at number 3. Wait, what? With no budget? How do you not say nothing about that? With no budget and y'all claim to love rap, you can't love rap for real if you're not gonna big up the niggas that's rapping. Yep. So you want rap, we give it to you, now it's not enough. KQED, you too. East Bay Express, you too. Thizzler, you too.
Talk your shit.
I'm sick of this shit, bro. This shit keep happening to us and we keep delivering and niggas keep moving the fucking finish line. Which one is it? We can't do it all. But we keep delivering though. Keep doing it with a smile on our face.
That part.
Oh, y'all didn't have no black women in the crew. What? Nigga, close your eyes and listen to Kate Lamont, bro. Period. Jane Hancock is down. Now what niggas gonna say? Oh, man, well, you didn't do... Okay, you got it, bro. We gonna keep delivering, though. So which one y'all want? Do you want raps or no? Oh, man, Meg and Cardi, they come in the... You can't care about raps for real because y'all don't play South Rock. Y'all don't play Rhapsody. You can't care about rap. Stop. Pick a side. Cardi tried to do what Iman was on Craig Fax talking about this shit. She said it. Cardi gave us be careful. Niggas slept on that. Hey, WAP going though. So what do y'all care about? Everybody playing these woke games and the shit that moved meters and moves the register is what goes. Act like you understand economics for real. So until everybody buys into the idea that we want to curate what we're putting out, we want to represent ourselves better until we all buy in, because it can't just be one-sided. If y'all cared that much, Kendrick would be bigger than Drake. Wouldn't be the biggest artist if y'all cared that much. Oh man, we want something for Kendrick, but y'all let the Canadian come through, hit a lick in the pandemic when niggas is dying, and his first rap is about a bitch doing pills. Which one do you want?
More pills than him too.
Yeah. Slow down. Whoa. Oh, so you only woke. Why does it only apply? It only applies to dark-skinned American men. Like why do we get held more responsible than your president? He's fighting a rape case, bro. He's your president. And you want my raps to be woke? This is weird. It's just confusion. Who's that?
What's his name?
Kev, what's up, bro? They coming down?
I'll come down.
That's hella funny. Why would he be here? And I'm just talking about it. And he gonna kill me because he can't say this shit. I can say it. He don't get to say it. He gonna be hot, but I don't care because I'm sick of it. How do we even get there? Hov in him.
It don't even matter.
Yeah, I don't even know how we got there.
I don't. Honestly, I don't know either.
Honestly, I don't know either. Oh man, Lex Bug?
How you feeling about the show? You had your first live show with Grand National.
No, can we talk about that?
That's why I asked about it. I didn't ask about it for myself to answer.
No, so what was cool about that is that we did the record and we believed in it. Who you coming up?
He'll be back in 20.
Okay. What was dope about that, we did the record the pandemic happens. We go, damn, we're not gonna be able to tour, and then everybody's figuring out the virtual shows. And a shout out to DJ Cliff, Mike Check, Portland Hip Hop Week. They're like, yo, we want you to headline one of the mic checks. And it's like, damn, I've been wanting to do one of the mic check shows forever, and it happens in the form of the collective, and it was a real honor. But I get real OCD in and around production and like curation, and the shit that I often want to accomplish is it would be a ticket, and so the beautiful thing about the community building is that some of the shit we can accomplish with little to no resources is the most beautiful part, right? So, hey, we want y'all to do a virtual show. Oh, you can just record it with your phone. No, we can't. Sorry. I'm not about to just send you that because I watch this shit. Like, LB making fun of my YouTube algorithm. It's because I'm sitting on there watching all these niggas curate content, and it makes my skin crawl. It's like, bruh, you know a nigga with a camera. Just call him and just take a little bit more time. Barter, do something. So, backstory, we get the show, and for whatever reason, I thought Deuce said the 27th, so it's like, oh, we got time. And then Kev's like, but I got to take my daughter to college. Wait, what? Irk the Jerk is taking his daughter to college. It's a big fucking deal, right? Getting ready to take his daughter to NYU. She has to quarantine for 10 days. Like, some crazy shit. So it's like, oh, the last thing he needs to be worried about is trying to curate a show. I got it. But now we got to put together a film crew. We got to find a studio. We got to find a producer. And we got to find another engineer to mix this shit in a matter of 48 hours. So the luxury of having a community and having no budget is being like, hey, musicians, can y'all come play for this? Money, please, we on our way. All right. Hey, Sal, Lex, Noble, can y'all shoot this shit? Please, we on our way. Airship, can we get the studio? Yeah, come on. Trevor, shout out Trev and Neil. They go above and beyond to mix and master the record. Like all these moving parts to pull this off. So I know what everybody got to see was just a live stream and just like a show, but there was so much shit behind the scenes and it got planned in less than 48 hours. Like, I'm being generous when I say 48 hours.
You know, that shit was dope.
It was like less than that. And then the day of, Charlize hits Kev like, yo, we can use the side of the building can y'all plan it? Nigga, no, but yeah, we gonna have to, because who just looks out for like this unless it's have an event when nobody's having an event right now? So it's all last minute. Put up the flyer, whoever can pull up. People pull up. We come get this, and Dame and the Lakers are playing, so we come here, come get this shit, go back to the house. We sitting in the middle of the living room trapping. Cousin go, nigga, I have no idea y'all was packaging this shit yourself. It just, the context to the story, man, it means so much. So Deuce, Kev, Kate, Mo, Champ, DB, Black Achilles, Pass, Oakland Hearts, Soundtrack, Brian, Jaron, Keith, JJ, Josh, Tom, Basta, SK. Like, it's real squad, like, trying to put this shit together for real. And I think that's the beautiful part in getting to see the economics of it all, like, take control. So we don't get into a lot of the shit that we do, but I'm glad you asked that, because it was a real moment. Like, the amount of engagement, we sold out of merch that night, like, and niggas was completely caught off guard, because it was like, damn, people really fuck with this shit. And we've been seeing it, but it's another thing, like the show element, the live element, the engagement element, the hand-to-hand transaction element part of it. It changes the entire experience. Like, people like, yo, can I get one of them hats? And then put it on immediately. And seeing niggas, and they ain't like, seeing one of the homies that cop downtown, he ain't took his shit off since he bought it. Like, nah, I'm fucking with y'all. Like, it's grown-up rap. And so that's again, like, I've never met Big Von a day in my life. So it's not personal, but you making it personal when you just going out of your way to act like you don't see what the fuck is going on. You've done that, done nothing to you. All these publications that claim to care, you can't care if the shit that you claiming you care about is happening in your backyard. Don't tell me you love Griselda. Don't tell me you love TDE. Don't tell me you love Dreamville when we got the shit here. That's it.
That part.
That's all.
We purposely haven't talked about Meg and Tori. We stayed away from it. I think we can.
we didn't have anything to talk about.
I think we
like
can
that.
talk about it now.
Yeah, she was protecting for a bit. So,
Lex, how you want to do this?
You see my face.
Man. We done good. We just haven't discussed it. Like it's felt nasty. It feels
Bro.
even nastier to just talk about now, and not on their part, on how it got covered.
bro, what she said, that is the biggest sucker move probably in like the history
Thank you
of the industry. Like, we still don't know what happened in that car with Chris Brown and Rihanna, but that is the biggest sucker move that we can come across right there.
Nope.
I don't know what the hell is maxing that one out. If it's exactly how she said it, that's crazy.
But the sucker move, and this is gonna be crazy. I don't even blame Tori for that. I blame y'all. I blame y'all.
What we do, man?
Y'all let the chicks tape shit ring off. Bruh, y'all let that nigga jump shot ring off. Any nigga that shoot like that, we know. We know.
Hey, Monty, I am with you on that take.
Any nigga that jump shot look like Tory Lanez is capable of the shit he did. I'm sorry. So, if we know that, we just can't keep letting everybody be that nigga, bro. I'm sorry. We are culpable in this shit. Drake has just got a group of solid niggas around him, so he's untouchable. Leave fam alone. I'm not gonna let y'all talk about Canadian cuz, cause he did it right. But y'all let Tory be the nigga, and he showed y'all what his jump shot looked like. Once that happened, I was like, okay, all bets are off. I saw the jump shot and went, oh, he's done. In my mind, I was like, oh, he's cooked.
Nah,
And
bro.
niggas still let him he's on Chicks Tape, what, 13?
Nah, bro, you got that hairline back. And
Oh.
nah. And then had the nerve to start growing a fro out of it though.
Gee. And told niggas how
Like, he had patches in the fro, bro. That shit was
and
nasty.
told us what the process was, and he got the cook. So I was like, oh, this is y'all fault. Because any nigga that would get the plugs, that shoot like that, he definitely would take it to those lengths.
Damn, so it should have been a compound.
Brett should have been going a long time ago.
They should have been built that on him, huh?
All right, bet. So cool.
He was building that rap shit beforehand?
Stop.
That's crazy.
Because this is why I didn't want to talk about it, because I don't want to make light of it, because it's not funny. It's not funny.
No, the situation, no.
It's
but
not funny.
You could talk about him all day.
But even in talking about him, I blame y'all, not you. When I say y'all, you know what I mean. Now what's even more egregious is how it's being covered. So all of these publications, from Vlad, Kev on Stage, everybody are talking about street etiquette, street code. Fuck, you been in the streets, Kev on Stage? How you know what? You're a public church boy, and you're talking about Meg's a civilian. What? Newsflash to everybody that think the streets are still alive. The niggas on. Do y'all not watch First 48? Everybody telling. So this whole civilian back and forth who's snitching thing, all y'all sound goofy as fuck. Cause the niggas y'all think is the street niggas is telling for real.
You see Duke out here moving around.
Not even that, bro. Like, when did we start talking so much about street etiquette?
Like everybody knows.
Like, why is that a conversation? Like, street etiquette is, none of this is a conversation.
But it's also been normalized and attached to blackness that's in a way that's very uncomfortable to me. A black woman gets shot, and just because she's black, she needs to have some street etiquette about her. Don't snitch. She got shot, for fuck's sake. I don't want to have a discussion about who snitched on what when a woman got shot. That's crazy. And for everybody to cover it like that is even crazier.
And she wasn't even talking about it at first. It took for compounded shit for her to finally be like.
Well, that's the other real disgusting part about it.
Right.
Her instincts were to protect him. He shot you, and you go, "Oh no! Your brain, for your brain to be able to process in the midst of being shot. Hey, the cops is killing niggas. Let me protect them. How much power is that?"
But even beyond that, it took on his side trying to like drag her character in order for her to say something. Like it took a lot in order for like there to be
But-
details on
But
the
again,
situation.
guess what? I blame them for that. They've been showed us what type of time they on, so I've come to expect nothing less than Tory and his whole camp. Cool. I'm simply talking about the what is placed upon black people, but black women specifically, and what the culture is culpable in furthering. Why is there any discussion at all about snitching? She got shot. Okay. Boom. Like you said, all this other shit had to happen in the process. But then as she's recanting that, I had to listen to that shit like 3 times to make sure I was hearing what I was hearing. Because she said, like, yo, George Floyd, protest, how can your brain compute all that in the midst of somebody pointing a gun at you? A lot of you niggas ain't that thorough.
Listen,
A lot of you niggas aren't that thorough to be getting shot at and go, I can't let the cops know that this nigga's the one that did it because they killing niggas for real. And I don't want him to die, even though he could have killed me in the process of shooting at my feet.
The thing with the snitching that really just blows my... I don't understand how we can even have a conversation. Like, after Duke, there shouldn't be no conversation about entertainment,
I don't wanna hear
snitching. There shouldn't be a conversation even about it anymore.
I really, really don't like the idea of all of these people being able to talk street shit.
I was about to say, I also don't think that people understand the definition of snitching. Because snitching has to do with you being in the act with the individuals that you snitching on.
Exactly.
Like that's snitching.
But
So you should not be talking if you're in the act.
why would anybody have any idea about what snitching is if everybody telling?
Right.
The niggas we identify as the street niggas is telling.
Snitching aside, how you shoot at a female in a bikini?
So that's some other shit we gotta unpack. That's some other shit we gotta... No, not just a woman in a bikini, but Meg the Stallion. Meg the Stallion could have on the Michelin Man suit. And I wouldn't... What? But she got... Again, I blame y'all. This is your man's. Can we find that jump shot somewhere and just have it floating? Because maybe everybody don't remember what it looked like. Gee, you didn't forget the jump shot, did you?
Fuck no. That thing. I don't know what that was.
I'll never forget that. And for whatever reason,
But he looked like he'd have a jump shot like that.
my point. So if you look like you got a jump shot like that, you got a jump shot like that, chances are you do something like this. And I know that's crazy.
That's why the industry is so confusing to
I
me.
know that's crazy to associate a jump shot with a nigga being a lame. I just can't help myself.
That's why the industry is so confusing to me, because if I saw bruh and I'm a rapper or a singer or whatever the hell I am.
You getting a Tory feature.
Huh?
You getting a Tory feature.
Shit. Nah, bro.
You getting that Tory feature.
Because I don't believe it.
Murder, I don't believe you. Murder.
Like it's hard to do stuff when you don't believe it, man, in my book.
No, I just want to start holding the right people accountable. I don't like how Cardi and Meg have been attacked for WAP.
That's weirdo shit.
I don't like Hip Hop DX. I fuck with your writers. I don't necessarily fuck with the platform itself, but your writers do sometimes get it right. They put out a piece yesterday talking about why are rappers still calling women bitches in 2020. That's weird because y'all still not getting to the crux of it. Niggas is still out here calling people bitches and hoes because guess what the labels are pushing a button on. Like, let's have a conversation for real. WAP exists because that's what Atlantic is putting money behind. They're gonna flip that, make a clean version, and she's gonna be on Carpool Karaoke with y'all favorite person here soon. If Ellen wasn't
Going through it?
yeah, if Ellen wasn't going through it, guess what she would be dancing to on her show right now? So we keep normalizing all these things that ultimately only hurt one group of people, and then y'all get to turn around and point the finger. But mind you, these are white writers and white publications that we're talking about, so all this shit feels nasty. So Vlad and everybody covering the Meg shit, every bit of it, ask the right question. For real. Ask the right questions. I like as much as we make fun of Tory, like I don't even want to make fun of bro that much because the character and all the over antic shit, like he felt like he had to buy into that shit to be lit.
It fits.
And bruh's talented. Like so, as much as I'm making fun of him, I don't want to take away from how brilliant the Chicks Tape shit is. When he flipped that brownstone shit, even I almost forgot the jump shot. It's like this is hard because it just took me to a place. I'm like, oh damn.
And then it finally hit you.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I just remembered the jump. I was like, okay.
Hey man, I don't care. I don't care. They better not let him back in, man. That better be career suicide for all I care. And I don't do that for black people. But like that should be a wrap.
JoJo and Kalani, shout out to them. Immediately getting that nigga off their songs. Like it's a no fly zone. But I don't want to make this just about another black man because. I know this sounds nuts. He's a victim too. Yeah. He's a victim of this stupid shit, fellas. You don't have to be goofy to let your talent shine. Tory's way too talented for stupid shit like this.
Yeah, but he did it, so he's done.
No. I'm with you on that. I'm 100% with you on that. G. He's done.
Yeah, but the whole like
I don't want any more young black men coming behind him being stupid.
Completely.
That's all.
Completely. But I think like a part of accountability is like you really gotta hold niggas to like whatever the hell they showed
Facts.
you. So like if
Facts.
that's what he did, if his mind, I
Ain't
don't care how twisted.
We know what he did.
like how twisted up his mind was and whatever situation, I don't care. But once you do some shit like that, bro, you are done.
Facts.
Across the board.
Facts.
Like it's no fly anywhere.
Facts.
And like niggas gonna have issues with that. Whatever. Cool.
No.
But
anybody
niggas is suckers. So
anybody that has issues with that, I'm questioning.
Hey man.
Because it's the debate and trying to deflect, snitching, all that shit. No, tell on that nigga.
And if I get put up on by little niggas, bro, so be it. Like if you send his little nigga crew to me, bro, it's all good, bro.
Wait, so in your mind, Tory just rolling with a bunch of niggas that's his side? Ain't no way. The baby lords, nigga, the golden lords. No way.
Oh, the baby lords.
There's no way Tory is running around with a group of niggas his size.
Shit.
You think so?
Yeah.
For sure.
He not sending security out, bro. He's sending his niggas. You think it's tall niggas with that nigga?
That's a good point.
Come on now, bro.
That's a good point.
A nigga with that ego, bro. It's not a nigga.
He can't have a
taller
nigga,
than him.
He can't have a nigga taller than him. That's a good point. That's a really good point,
bro.
That's a great point.
Who you think he rocking with?
Oh my gosh. Let's keep breaking like myths and shit. Did y'all see the Travis and Sahai shit?
Yeah.
Did you listen to him though?
They had a reference.
So, hey, there's reference tracks to Astro World and Rodeo. Okay, cool. That makes sense that there's reference tracks. There's reference tracks always for shit. It's the industry. Nah, but it's Sahai doing some of the verses that we love from Travis. And for people listening that aren't aware of what that is, it's just, hey, here's a beat. Here's how I think you should rap over it, and here's some words. And if in the case of Dr. Dre, in the case of Puff, the reference track for Still DRE, Hove did that entire record. So Snoop's parts, Dre's parts, Hove rapped that entire thing. Them niggas went back and did exactly how Hove had it. The voice and the inflections make it different, but it's funny because you can always tell who wrote what. Yeah. Dre's verse on Three Kings, I can tell Ross wrote that. Like, my ears just go, oh, Ross wrote this. Whenever Ross writes for Puff, I can tell. Whenever Hove writes for Puff, I can tell.
Whenever the Game writes for Puff,
I can tell. It's just, it's like, it's interesting, but it's not a myth. It's not it's not new to anyone. There were some of the reference tracks, and even how they did the Good Friday stuff with Kanye when they were in Hawaii making all those songs. Like, he's not a writer; he's a producer, and he's open about that. Drake with your man's. Oh man, Quentin. If you're reading this, it's too late. I felt one way about it initially because of the whole best rapper alive thing. I don't feel the way that I did about it back then, about the Drake shit. I don't. So now it makes this Travis and Sahai thing.
You mean like just getting like the best version of something done?
The best, not even that, G.
Okay.
Not even that. It's another one of those things where I'm gonna go, I blame y'all. I'm on some I blame your shit today, if you can't tell. Everybody acting like they care about who the GOAT rapper is weird when y'all don't really care about who the GOAT rapper is. Sahai, No Dope on Sundays? How hard was that album? Like, I'm not tripping when I go, oh no, that's some classic shit, but only the niggas who knew. So if Travis is like, hey, Sahai, I know. Can you come write some shit for this shit I got with Drake so it could be the hardest shit that the world loves? And so what I blame y'all for is niggas don't know who their favorite rapper is for real. You think Travis your favorite rapper, but really is Sahai. You think Drake your favorite rapper, but really is Quentin. So you mad at who? You mad at who because you don't know how to go support the real shit. Like, and I love the fact that Travis can be as creative as he is. His voice can sound like it sounds. And this nigga go, I'm calling Sahai to make this shit a movie. That's just brilliant to me. Am I wrong?
That answered the age-old question, though, for like as far as like music goes. Because people that get the button pushed on them, it lets you know, like, you're actually... They're training your ears, you know what I mean, as listeners. So you're not really making your own decisions when it's the music that you like. You know what I mean?
That's
like
crazy.
You're really you like a concept that's built by a bunch of human beings. You know what I mean? And then they just prop up. It's kind of like the presidency. Like they just prop up like the visual of, you know, an image that'll work out for the American people, basically. But that's kind of how I look at music for a while, on like who is the ones that, you know, is in the faces of everybody, and then who is actually like super, like they're talented, of course, but there's a lot of talent out there. So who's getting the traction, and why is that the case? I always thought about that because, you know, I'm a Wayne stan, basically. So a Wayne fan, like to the 10th degree, right?
Yeah.
But it's almost, and they talked about this recently too. I think Jordan talked about this recently, but it is a crime that Wayne is in the position that he's in. He's doing just fine, so you don't have to worry about Wayne whatsoever. Yeah. He's a real one, so it's good. But it's a crime that Wayne is where he's at and Drake is where he's at, as far as pedestal goes. Like, people forget who Wayne is, and that's disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, if you had a run the way that he had, it's disrespectful to prop up a person that, yes, it seems like they've been doing great and they've been doing amazing for a long period of time, but that's only because they're able to get, you know how many people are working. Drake is not a human being. That's a conglomerate. Yep. That's not a person. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, he's a puppet of the industry. You know what I mean? Like, it's a reason why he is the number one spot.
But I agree 100% with what you're saying. The credit that I give Drake, the credit that I give Travis, the credit that I give Ye is allowing themselves to be coached and to defer to fly shit. That is a talent. Not to keep looping Grand National back in here, but that's been the coolest part. Like, it's too many niggas in here for you to do some weak shit. So hell of a when Dr. Dre and him talk about how the Chronic and Doggy Style was made, Dre's like, yo, well, not by Doggy Style, but for sure when they were making the Chronic, he had that house in Calabasas. Nigga had no furniture. He just had the studio set up, but was throwing parties, and was like, yo, it's a vibe. All the best niggas in the room. Hey, Snoop is the nigga we know, but RBX, DOC, Das, Corrupt, Warren G, who got something? Best verse wins. Let's make hits. Let's make timeless hits that's gonna change everything for that Beyonce album, bro. Going to get St. John, going to get Tierra Whack, like the pins that Burna Boy, the pins that they went Kendrick, the pins that they went to go get for that album is why it sounds like that.
Which one, Views?
No, the Beyonce, the Lion King shit.
Oh, fuck with you.
Oh.
Another thing, circling back to L with Drake and Wayne. If Wayne was not Drake's mentor,
Oh no, he wouldn't.
Drake would not be because
And Drake says
Wayne-
that.
That was a
Drake
very
says that
important
all the
piece,
time now.
yeah,
For sure.
because
He has to, isn't it? No.
He don't know. He
Everybody
don't have to.
forgets.
He
Wayne-
does not have to.
and everybody forgets Wayne was with Cash Money at what age?
11, some silly shit
11.
like that.
And think about what Baby and Slim was trying to tell him. You ain't supposed to reach out to other people.
Mm-hmm.
You just supposed to stay in the camp and only make music in the camp. And as Wayne got older, he realized, nah, I need to reach out to all those people.
Wayne is
so
a
what do you think
treasure.
one of the first things he told Drake? Reach out to anybody and everybody that you think is dope.
Yep.
Don't matter if they like famous or not. Reach
Yeah.
out to them, get them in the studio.
Bro, just hearing the shit. This is not to go on like a Wayne rant, but just hearing that story of him doing the squad up tapes is like it was like practice, or whatever. But also,
Man, look.
also the fact that how many individuals was like a part of that process. You know what I mean? So it was almost as if he was doing double agent shit because yes, he was living the Cash Money lifestyle. You know what I mean? And like it was underneath that umbrella and listening to the rules of that shit, but was also doubling over and getting shit right underground.
But it the formula.
That's
the
some shit that Baby wasn't even looking at.
The formula's undefeated.
Yeah.
Motown. Uptown with Puff. They go get Heavy D. They go get Mary J. They go get Jodeci. What? All right, cool. That you still don't believe? All right, Death Row, here we come. Wu-Tang, here we come. Tribe, here we come. Native Tongues, here we come. Now we get No Limit. Now we get the Cash Money.
Rough
Now we
Riders.
get the Rough Riders. Now we get the Murder Inc. Now okay, now you're still not a believer. Okay, cool. Let's move into some New Millennium shit.
Atlantic?
No, forget the major labels. I'm talking. These are black subsidiaries of the major label.
Gotcha.
So now let's move into. You're still not a believer. Cool. All right, bet you can. Wayne, you didn't believe Wayne is Cash Money. Now let's do the Young Money thing for you, so you are a believer. All right, here comes TDE. Here comes Dreamville.
That Young Money lineup is still here. That's crazy.
It's still here. But guess what it is like, and then we're not even getting into the pro eras and like the people who are smaller scale. Odd Future, what they've spawned. Like niggas gonna look back on that Odd Future shit and go, wait a minute.
They were disruptors.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Frank, Earl, Tyler, Sid,
the internet.
Taco.
Taco's a legend now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's again, what's being perpetuated? Individualism. It's not one person. Like Cardi's not one thing. They got all of the best people fucking with Cardi. So guess what? You get the best product. Travis is treating it as such. Go get, and then in the process, putting fire niggas. We wouldn't have Don Toliver without Travis. Quavo's pocket now since fucking with Travis is completely different. I don't know. I just let the rappers rap and let the artists throw paint on the wall and really make it make sense for y'all.
Quick question to you guys about Sahai.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he really wants to be famous?
No.
Because that's the thing.
No.
Like, he says all the time, like, you guys worried about when is my album coming out, but you guys hear me all the time.
And you don't even know you listening to me and you jamming to my shit. Like, I don't know how everybody else's brain works. That would make me even more of a sicko. The energy that Travis and them have to exert to be on the radar, and that royalty check is just hitting, and you like, oh, that was nice. Sahai probably somewhere holding his granny hand across the street,
bro,
and his direct deposit going off because you niggas is jamming the Astro World.
You trying to tell me he what's his name? The chicken man from Breaking Bad?
You're sick. He is. He's Gus. He's Gus. He's Gus.
Gustavo.
He's 100% Gus.
Gustavo.
Would you rather be Gus or you rather be Heisenberg?
For real.
It seems like simple math to me. I don't know. We missed that, and then just watching everybody's takes, it's like, damn, it's kind of cool when we do topics late, because niggas still give them room to like get it right, and they don't ever get it right, man. Shout out to them though. It ain't their fault.
Definitely, man.
It ain't their fault.
That's a lesson right there, man. You got to know when you're okay.
I want to get into the debauchery, but my baby's in the room.
She's about to leave.
Oh. Bye, JoJo. That was easy. Dang.
I will be back, don't you worry.
Okay, well, we're going to get to it quick then while y'all gone. Pivot.
Strong pivot.
Niggas out here, Okay, let me slow down. 'Cause it was way too fast of an entry point. It's way too fast of an entry point. My bad.
Bro, hey, body.
Huh?
That's how you was approaching it?
I know. I was about to get straight to it. I was like, let me slow down. Is it rare, or is it weird to either hear about? I don't want to assume anything about anyone in the room, but is it? What would you say if you was like, if you heard somebody about their side chick titties? What would you say? You wouldn't blink an eye, would you? If you heard somebody about their side chick titties, what would you say? Would it go off? Would it alert anything, or would you just be like, it's a normal day?
You heard that somebody bought their side chick titty?
What would you do if you heard that someone bought the side chick titties?
Got it.
What would that make you feel? And if anything,
like as a partner? What are we talking? Like what angle?
Yeah.
Where are we coming from?
Yeah, you the partner. You the partner.
Okay.
You the partner.
All right.
This is the side chick we're talking about. You bought the side chick titties. What would you say?
Not a good investment, but
I'm so glad. Cause how many, as from being the woman, the lone woman in the room, how many of your partners identify as a side chick and are getting titties bought for them? Have you heard of this scenario at all?
Identify and are getting?
Nah, maybe they don't identify. But you're aware that they might be the side
either
chick.
or.
Oh, we definitely know it. We're just not saying it because it hurts their feelings. But
Because it hurts their feelings. It's crazy. So, to make the point I'm trying to make is that in 2020, titties is the bag, is like the new handbag. So it's not weird. Like I've heard,
it's the ass.
right?
They can have little titties, big ass. It's the ass.
That was my thought process too.
Okay.
Like I was thinking ass would be more important.
Yeah, it is.
Y'all skipping steps though. Like, but you're right. Nonetheless, you're right. I'm not even.
So is the titties?
But
What
I
kind
think
of
I can
titties?
define it. The titties is the handbag. The ass is the ring.
nah.
No.
See. So the point that I was trying to make, we can switch it from titties to ass, but the point that I'm trying to make is that don't put too much stock into these gifts, because it's just gotta.
It's like what's that saying? This girl I know told me her mother used to tell her, "Don't buy a man shoes because he'll
Walk out your life.
with it."
If you only knew. That's crazy.
The only thing though, so all right, so yes, that's a gift, but that's a long-term gift for somebody.
Is it?
That's
for
like
some-
the
for
new
some people.
store.
Huh?
It's like before they used to like start you up with a brick and mortar. You got a little boutique.
Mhm.
Now you become an Instagram model.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like
No,
it's a real investment.
Y'all gotta stop.
It's a
Y'all are not calling titties and ass the same thing as a nigga buying you a store.
Yeah, like a nigga bought you stock.
They can be an influencer now.
Yeah.
They gonna book
You know what
parties.
they can do with that improvement?
They get a
Wow.
good 5 years out of that.
Yeah.
Of income.
That's what I'm saying. Like you actually better off getting them a Birkin.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like no, just give them that. You know what I mean?
They
Like
can't
you're
walk around with that.
huh?
I said they can't
Okay,
even
this
walk around
went
with that.
so left. This did not go the way I was intending for it to go. There's way too much thought being put into these conversations and too much enlightenment. So before it gets dark, let's pivot again,
Ah shit.
because it was you just taking it somewhere that we need to go. That's fine. That's neither here nor there.
Oh no, I wanted to joke with it, but I was also thinking, I was like, fuck, it's just what can be done after that happens. So the improvement of life is going to be drastic. And then I feel like after that purchase happens, it's almost as if they just elevated themselves into a whole nother spot.
But doesn't that depend? Doesn't that depend on the
Like
person?
in their mind, you know what I mean? Like I feel like now they're gonna come around and be kind of disrespectful.
Doesn't that depend on the person? Doesn't that depend on the person?
I think the person that you knew before the titties,
It's not the same person.
because you gotta think about it. I think people
So,
look at
so you saying that anybody that wants titties is just
I
like,
was about to say, what do you think
takes to go into a woman and ask you for an ass or some titties? How many women ask you for an ass and some titties?
That's never happened to me.
Exactly.
By the way. It's never happened to me. So I'm.
Like, that was the person you met before she got that ass and titties.
So that's my,
So what you think she? What?
That's my point.
But what you think
So
she was
how
about
mu-
to be though?
So how
Same
much is someone that shallow or that vain? How much are they going to be able to parlay and leverage something like something so just like that? I guess that's why I'm back to like I don't know. I guess and then it also depends on like the settings too, because I've just heard about that shit and it's been like maybe I've heard it way too many times and been like that ain't a big deal. Like you hear it so much, you're like, wait. Like I think maybe the first time I was like, nigga, you bought her titties, and it was like, oh, that's what's up.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. Like a person that bought titties though.
You questioning them more?
Super question. But besides that, I'm thinking they're gonna be so hurt soon, because when the level that person is about to be that you just bought titties for, you're never gonna have that level of control again. So you better think about it that way.
So everybody's shallow because why do you want control? If you buying the titties, you just got it. Like see, so this is what's throwing me off.
No, I'm saying the control was in the transaction.
But
you believe if you give them that,
I'm rolling.
then
I'm
best
rolling.
believe you
almost
almost feel like a father figure at that point.
You think you're getting control. But see, that's where I go.
You feel like hey, I feel like yeah.
But that's where I go, what a goof. Because how do you think buying someone titties is about to give you control? Like, if anything, nigga, you better just have it. And that better just be disposable income like a motherfucker. Like, you can never think about that money again.
Oh, completely.
Huh?
That's some simp shit. Like,
Is that?
Yeah, I feel like
for sure.
It's it.
Oh, it's definitely.
You just buying.
No woman is with the man that bought her ass and titties. I'm rolling.
Not a
That's
chance.
the step up. That's like
I'm rolling.
That's the entry
And
to
that's the
law.
part that I'm talking about is gonna be hurt, because that person gonna be hurt.
Especially if she's
Like,
the
okay.
side.
You ain't the main.
Hey.
You who I go to be financed.
Yep.
I got another nigga over here that do what I need him to do. You
Experience.
just the bankroll.
Like an internship.
You just made that nigga's life better.
Yeah, you
just made that nigga. Hey, that nigga was like, hey, thank him.
Why does it sound like an episode of Narcos? This is crazy.
Nah, that shit is like the Chris Rock skit on Kanye album.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, hey, thank him.
Yeezy taught me.
Yeah, that's how that is.
Yeezy taught you well.
And you see how her Ye was. You see how her Ye was because he elevated the hell out of Amber, and then she was in the hood fucking around with a nigga. Just a nigga that was up.
Why has that never been discussed that way? I know we want to protect and we want to be weird and PC about language, but that's exactly what happened in that situation, right or wrong?
Bro, they were at Fashion Weekly, and she would dip and go back to the hood and be with the same old niggas. And that nigga, and Ye really believed in his heart of hearts, that's a level of control, but really believed in his heart of hearts that since he found it, he felt as if he founded her, therefore it's impossible for that. Yeah, it's possible for that to be the case.
When that happens to those type of niggas, I really feel bad.
I feel bad, but then at the same time,
Nah, I feel bad
Dark
for that.
Twisted Fantasy was.
Hey, you're a sicko.
It was worth it.
Oh,
It was worth the licks.
So you one of them niggas that want Mary J to be hurt every 10 years so you get a joint.
Hey.
That's you?
Hey.
Oh, you guys are sick. You guys, I didn't know what kind of room I was talking to until just now. This got dark.
Shit, she parlayed that into an acting career and everything, bro. She living.
Yo, that nigga said,
Off our pain.
I felt bad, but Twisted Dark.
Hey, for real.
The famous quote, "Are you not entertained?" I was like, God damn, this album's beautiful. I was like, nigga, you need to get hurt more often.
Yo, that's crazy. So L proposed a question, and this jumped off the screen. Now that we're in we just got to get this out the way before JoJo gets back. What type of chick are y'all? You mess with his op or his homeboy? Yo.
And that is to the general public. What is going on?
And for the fellas in the room, no, because you can answer this too. Can you identify what type of person he or she is. Because I don't feel like that's just gender specific. Because I know,
and y'all do know like why that question is being phrased. Because like once it like after you hear about whatever your nigga did to you, which way are you paying it back?
Because them is two different women.
and what's crazy is like the average person wouldn't read that and go, "That's it's the same thing." No, that is not the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck with the op or for with his homie. So fellas, we're gonna unpack this. What's the word? We're gonna unpack this responsibly. There we go.
Okay.
To unpack this responsibly, everybody has to answer. Which one would hurt more? Her fucking with the op, or your homie?
I had a young do both.
Oh, you supposed to go last if you had that answer. You were not supposed to go first. The fact that
you can't intro it that way, man.
I'm trying to produce a show here, okay? Suspense. Nobody can follow that up. Holy moly.
It's even more fucked up because now everybody waiting to hear this.
Yeah, I'm like,
so anybody that say anything, oh, hey, shit, this nigga at the end, you don't have both.
Yeah, you got to finish it now. Nobody's following that.
Nah, I mean, well, she went at the homie, but then tried to spin it like it was him coming at her. But you get what I'm saying? I already knew what it was.
Yeah.
But then when that didn't work, that's when she started fucking with the ops.
Yo.
Matter of fact, she still with the nigga.
And that was my next part. And
How long did it last?
What?
No. That was the next part. Like how long?
That was literally the next part because the next part was like how to be like when they actually are fucking around where they're gonna be long term. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I know that shit be off and on as far as with my aunt and shit. That shit be. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I look at it. I be laughing at it though. Cause I'm like, damn, son, that's the same shit I was going through. Now you going through it. I ain't even. You know
Yeah.
Like I don't even be mad about it no more. But when it first happened, I think the homie thing hurt more than the op shit. Only because Cause I didn't look at it. I didn't look at it at first as her. I looked at it as him. Like, damn, you the homie. Like how you do some bad shit like that? But once I realized what was really going on.
What would you say, guys?
Okay, so I grew up around men. And so a woman who's messing with your friend is only trying to get your attention. Solely because y'all share niggas, or share bitches all the time. You pass them around. This is Are we getting canceled this week? It was fun. What? Oh, I'm trying to hurt you. What? Let me have him out here spending cash, doing everything you couldn't do, all over the internet. But I'm gonna make my shit open so you could watch it.
Yeah.
That's the person trying to hurt you.
So that was gonna be my answer. Like if you fucking with the homeboy hurts, but it's like my enemy. And you know it's my enemy.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what was fucked up about that situation though is, cause when I had to really, when I had the thought that that's what was going on, I asked, I'm like, young, what the fuck is you doing? And she was like, oh, you think I settled for that nigga? And then she went and settled for that nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
That was a cold
But
gun.
why that be the funniest shit though? You think I settle for... Yes, you would. Yes, absolutely.
Bro,
100%.
I know. Yes, I know you. You know what I mean?
You forgot
like,
that I know you.
You forgot that I know you. Yeah. Like you so caught up in your anger that you forgot that I know you.
My God.
But that was my thing though. Because you got to think about the perspective. So the homie part is the homie has always wanted to feel like they're on the same level as you. You know what I mean? So that's coming from the homie side. That's not so much a knock on her. That's more of a knock on the homie. But the op is more of a knock on her because what's going to happen with that one is depending on how long y'all was with each other, the information. So I'm thinking more so like the pillow talk.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So like whatever the hell is whatever seeded information that you're trying to give off is going over to the op. You know what I mean? So that's the parts that I'm thinking about in the equation on this. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how
That's
you like
a real chess move. And you're like,
bro, real chess.
Yeah,
Real
the
chess.
homie thing is so emotional, and to your point, is more of a reflection of him in the weird competition he's been in with you. That shit don't even register as like hurt. Like it's
That's just that one's just my bad. That one's just interesting because it feels as if like, you know what, I would have expected more from you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? From all parties involved, I would have expected more. So I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's all.
The op shit is like some art of war shit. Where
Exactly.
It's like, all right, I got it. My response to this has to be calculated because that's the type of anger that can get you like moving weird and get your ass knocked off. Like that, I don't wish that shit on my worst enemy.
That part.
The nigga that she might be with, real shit.
That part. Because
Yeah.
I look at that op
No.
part. I look at that op shit as as like the hunchback dude in 300. You know what I mean? Like I had an indefensible plan.
Yep.
And you kept bringing troops. And then she went over there and did the hunchback shit. Bro, but start saying like telling you how to get to chinks in the armor.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's weirdo. That's weirdo shit, and that's some shit that'll get you off. Like, you know what I mean? So that's a tread lightly type of, you know.
Yeah, I saw that shit on there. I was like, this is gonna be interesting.
And listen-
and then this
and listen-
nigga was here, so it's just like
So I had a situation where I went over yonder house and I pulled up.
Mhm.
As soon as I walked up, this nigga sitting on the steps.
Mm.
She in the window,
Mm.
like looking.
Oh no, see, yeah,
I'm like, hold on, man. Like, this is what we doing?
Mm.
Okay, cool.
yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
And
Nah,
that's when I was like, you can have her.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you right there.
You got to though.
Word.
You got to though, because you can't allow yourself to step outside of what you got going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that would be a situation that got you stepping outside. You know what I mean? Like, and that's because I said this shit before, and it's the most nutso shit to think. But I went to jail before, right? So when I was in there,
I swear it's sad, but it's the funniest story.
bro,
in
that's
life.
just sick with it. That's just sick with it. But anyways, but I was in jail, right? And while I was in there, my whole thought process was that shit, time is slowed down. And there's so much shit that I got going on the outside that I can't contribute to right now. So I'm feeling every second that falls off the clock, right? And in that moment, the only thing I thought of was never again. But if I did have to, you better make it count. It better be for some shit that when you sit in this motherfucker, you can understand the time I'm about to do. You know what I mean? I gotta know that shit going in. It ain't no me being caught off guard for some stupid shit.
Nigga said never again, not like this.
Bro, never again, not like that. Nah, get my shit together. That's not how we playing, because it's hurting me way more to just be a number right now. I gotta weigh my options to a certain point where it does not hurt me to become a number for it. It was worth it. You know what I mean? And that's some nutso shit, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? So that's what I was thinking on that part. So that's why you would have to, disconnect yourself from that situation, because I can't be sitting in that motherfucker because of somebody that just did some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's the shit I gotta sit in here and let time run off for it. Think back on that shit.
Nah, yeah, that's
Yeah, sorry listeners, but if y'all don't know nothing about that, hey, make sure y'all keep your lives like that, man.
I think we gave them compelling discussions though, even if they've never lived it. Like, it's that type of shit where you're like, I've never had that happen, but that was entertaining as fuck. Like, I could totally transplant myself in that time period. No.
Sure.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be thinking about this shit all day now.
Bro.
All right, well, pivot. we got that shit out the way. Let's go to
We might as well just get this out the way real quick.
okay, go ahead.
Bro, why was I asleep last night, right?
Oh shit.
And in one of my dreams, I don't know what the fuck happened,
Oh shit.
but I felt like this was the most disrespectful thing to say to somebody.
Oh shit.
So I had to write that shit down. Like, I woke up and wrote that shit down.
Oh, that's how you know it was disrespectful.
Imagine calling somebody a cup of noodles if you thought they were soft.
You gotta see me. You gotta see me.
Yeah.
You call me a couple
Bro.
noodles, we gotta fight.
Bro.
To the death.
To the death.
Yo.
Bro, to the death, bro.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't imagine being called a cup of noodles, bro. Like, what is that? My nigga, like, what is, how are we doing this?
Chair. One more chair.
One more check.
Yeah. Nah, what do you remember what the rest of the dream was?
I was just about to ask.
Bro, I do not know, but that was like the beginning of the aggression. Like, that was to incite the next activity. But
but it was about to get spicy after that.
oh, for sure. But that was like, it was like war though. Like, once they, like, that was kind of like what provoked it, because you couldn't just
Bro.
was good with it.
What's happening, man? No, you good, come on. He like, I ain't supposed to be over here.
Man. Nah, but that was like the intro though. Like, that was like the like something disrespectful to say to somebody that would get them to interact in order for you to do what you came to do in the first place.
Nah, yeah, now we gotta fight though.
For sure.
Yeah. Nigga call you that. You gotta see it.
Bro, I just had to get that off, bro, 'cause that shit was nuts.
Let's pivot to tech. I was talking to Shay. She attended Afrotech last year, and we're trying to and I spoke to somebody else too. Forget who the conversation was. We were talking about tech specifically. Oh, B Walk. Shout out to B. Got to have a real powwow with B and really break down some shit. It was pretty tight.
Okay.
But I got hip to the fact that Netflix does not identify as Hollywood. They identify as tech.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I
They're
like that.
playing an entirely different game on the stock market. So the amount of debt that they can operate in and still claim to be profitable is not the same as art and entertainment.
I'm sure.
The amount of debt that companies that identify as tech can maneuver in is significantly different than the debt that entertainment spaces move in.
Yeah, money's not real in that group.
Holy shit.
Yeah. That's like Elon Musk and shit.
So, remember we talked about the roundtable of the Hollywood studios. Why? There's no way Netflix and Amazon should be at them tables in. Because
No wonder they laughed.
That's
at
how
us.
they was looking?
Yeah, that's what they were laughing at them.
That's how you looked at
not
that table?
looking. That's how they were talking to him.
They were
Got
talking
it,
to them
got
like
it.
they were peasants, bro. Like
Yeah. They were talking to him like they've been there for years, and the film companies just started. They're like,
it's the head of Warner, the head of Fox is going, well, if you don't do box office, if you don't do viewer, if you don't do box office, if you don't do viewer, how the hell are you? What are you identifying as positive ratings? Like what is your rating system? And they're like, I can't tell you that. Well, we just cracked the code on that ass. You're not playing the same game. Your debt is different. Netflix in a couple $1 billion worth of debt, and they still shelling out money for projects. Hey, $50 million for you, Dave Chappelle. Seinfeld, $50 million for you. David Letterman, here's another 50. Because it's tech.
remember when the dude said that to Disney?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, oh, we can't be like, other companies where you just keep remaking the same movie over and over again. I was like, oh, he's out here.
He
He got his shirt unbuttoned, taco meat out. He don't care. He letting everybody know.
But the way he's breaking it down to him is like, oh yeah, we don't make our creatives look at the numbers. We actually protect them from the numbers. Fuck. And everybody at NBC is going, no. They got to look at their ratings from when they premiere. If they're in the premiere time slot, if they're at 8 p.m., we need them to perform. If they don't perform, we got to take them out of that time slot because we got to make that money back. What kind of game is this? And Netflix is going, hey, we can give Dave Chappelle $50 million and we can buy Tiger King for $2 million and make a stupid profit off of it. Now we look like we did something.
And what didn't the lady from Amazon say something like, well, if you let the creator see the numbers and they see one season where they thought they did something great and the numbers are low, it's going to make them step back from wherever direction they were going.
Exactly.
And we want them to just stay focused on what they were doing.
Nah, that shit was, I don't know. For whatever reason, B-Walk saying that kind of just, it jarred me a little bit, but then I kept thinking back to that roundtable because we've been talking about it for weeks. For weeks on the show, we've been trying to figure out how the hell can they even have that type of energy at those roundtables like that.
How many times have you watched it?
I've had to watch it at least 6 times just to make sure I didn't read that wrong.
Yeah, because there's so much between the like production companies talking and like Netflix and Amazon.
It's completely different conversation. Like it's not even the same. Now I thought about that. What's the TikTok shit you had?
Them partnering with
with United Masters.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, United Masters, another distro, another distribution company, same vein as CD Baby. What's the other one, bro? A Distro Kid. And even labels are offering distribution services that are solely just distribution and not being signed to the label, right? So there's all these different channels and like interfaces, and artists know this shit, so it's not nothing new. Spotify acquired DistroKid, and I remember being at the convention when that deal was announced and being like, yo, that's weird. Somebody should talk about that because that's a big fucking deal, and how many independent artists have memberships with DistroKid. So in the way you sign up for your Spotify, in the way you sign up for your Apple Music, and the way you sign up for your Tidal, you have a membership to your distribution site, right? All right, more money being made in the middle. The one compromise is the artist. This is feeling strange, and United Masters pops up, and they got the interface is dope. Steve Stout and all the black people that you love are the faces of it, and they onboard you in a really, really cool way. The way they vet their sampling process is nuts, though. They catching everything. There's not a single sample you can sneak past them. I don't care how obscure you think your shit is. So artists that are fucking with United Masters, please know that. The TikTok shit is unique because of what it's done for artists specifically in the pandemic. Mozzie. It's a few artists that have caught viral moments with singles on some TikTok challenges shit. Kamaya, like, salute to them because they really caught a wave. Sudi caught one. Speaking of local artists, but bigger names from different parts of the world have caught them, but specifically the names that we know and love from here have been able to really, really whoop the algorithm in catching viral moments and challenges via TikTok. So if you're a distribution company, if you're a label, if you're anybody, and you're looking at that and what the partnership is with music specifically and talking about licensing, holy smokes. It's just power plays, bro, like in real ways. And again, we're at a disadvantage. Speaking of the artist. I can't say yet if this is good or bad for us. United Masters seems to be in favor of us, but it's corporate, it's tech. Somebody getting whooped. Chances are it's us. And then with TikTok and what's happening with legislation and how attached to this political race TikTok is, that's worrisome and something to be looked at. I don't know, like, not to get too deep into conspiracy theories, but that's a real big acquisition. It's not small. I said the same thing when Spotify acquired DistroKid. That's not a small deal. That's a really big deal. And we're seeing it now. Spotify shelling out money for podcasts. Now Google Play has to go under. Google Play will no longer be doing music or podcasts. That's a big deal. Nobody's talking about it. They keep sending out the emails letting niggas know in the next month the shit is going to be completely down. Something's happening. So we just got to watch it, especially right now. Like the artists aren't touring. Migos is auditing all their books because they not touring, so every dollar counts. If the Migos got to go audit their books, you know the indie artist is starving for real. So it's just something else to look like. We won't stay on that shit too long.
Back to TikTok, man. TikTok is not in China, bro. Like, Chinese people cannot use TikTok. Why the fuck are we using that?
It's banned there.
Bro, it's coming from there, but they can't use it.
It's banned in China.
Come on, man.
Not just TikTok. There's a lot of shit that that they make that they don't let their people use, that we just willy nilly signing away our life away on. I accept. You got an update coming. Did you read it? Nope. I accept.
Which if it's in America, bro, all right, cool. I mean, some things are some things are inevitable.
Especially if it's here, cuz.
People like to get likes and shit like that, so they're gonna need some of these things. But when it's coming from another country, bro, you gotta be a little bit more savvy about it a little bit.
Damn, we did good. You got your Christopher Nolan joint and Lovecraft Country.
Yes, I believe that.
Here we go. Here we go.
I believe that I feel like Christopher Nolan is just the individual to save the theaters, because you cannot watch a Christopher Nolan film at the crib. So he's gonna be the only one that's gonna be able to keep the theaters.
I'm not mad at that take. I thought you were going somewhere else.
No, I wasn't going.
I'm not mad at that.
I was thinking of like just like which if that's the case, if he's the one that would be the one that saves theaters, then I don't know what his bag is going to be going forward. Because he's already like the mind is already ridiculous as far as like what he's been able to put together. Inception is one of the most amazing films I've seen. Fucking what's the other one?
What he did for the Batman movies?
The fucking Batman movies, but then also
he saved that shit.
But
right?
also the time, yeah, he saved
Are they calling that? Like, are people saying that yet or no?
What?
That he saved that franchise as a whole?
Oh, that's a known fact.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Bet.
It was also a known fact that there was a certain point through the third Batman, Batman Rising,
Dark
Knight Rising.
yeah.
Dark Knight Rising. There was a certain point in there that you can tell when he stopped showing up, like when he was done with the franchise and started working on something else.
Yeah.
Because at the second half of that movie, it's obvious that somebody else took over.
Somebody
the reins
took over the reins.
But yeah, I was just saying that for Tenet. If anybody's seen that shit, I'm for sure need to go watch.
Tenet is crazy.
Tenet looks amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that'll be the case.
Who I still have not. You got on. You like L ain't yelled at me in a minute.
Come on, man.
And the fact that I'm even saying he yelled at me is crazy.
This is something for the room, man. Have y'all seen Lovecraft Country yet?
Yes.
How dope is that?
Series.
You started it already?
Huh?
The new series on
Yeah,
HBO, right?
yeah. Bro, how dope is that idea,
It's
man?
vicious. It's vicious.
Bro, they put their foot in the first episode, so you don't even know what the hell else they can do after all this shit they threw at you in episode 1.
Hey, I'm here for it.
Bro, that is the most.
So episode 2 is tonight, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's at
Yeah.
9
Yeah. So I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna do both today.
But that is the most like jam-packed hour I've seen on TV, where they didn't drop the ball at any point of what their plan was. You know what I mean? Which made me think that
When HBO let black writers get their shit off, they really like because it's
so
a
I
different.
have a theory on that. That's the only reason why Jordan Peele is a part of this film.
Because it's HBO.
No, because whoever was the writer on this, they needed Jordan Peele in order to give it the freedom for the idea to stick. You know what I mean? Like certain names has
So
certain cachet.
just the name, not necessarily saying ability.
I don't think Jordan Peele did anything on this film besides put his name on it, which would then allow
give it.
People open mind.
and then allow the network as well to be a little bit more cool with like how it starts.
Yeah.
Because the way that the beginning of this film is, it can be, it can rub a good amount of the country wrong, because it's opening up a lot of old wounds.
Damn.
So a lot like how that episode in Watchmen when they went back to Black Wall Street,
Yep.
and like how that touched people.
Yep.
Lovecraft does that. The storytelling in that, bro, it puts you in that time. Think about taking plucking us from right now and putting us back in that time with what we know right now. Think about it that way. That's what Lovecraft is.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Huh? My man. My man. And I ain't even getting paid for him, man. But I think everybody need to watch that shit, bro.
I was waiting for it. Remember me and you were talking about it.
Off the trailer alone, I was like, okay,
All right. Come pipe down, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was telling Lodge, but like think True Blood, but with flavor.
True Blood was fire too, but the fact that you can take it there, True Blood was crazy.
Yeah.
Lex, we should do both though, but we'll save it. We've been doing good about moving support. We got to keep moving sports at the end. So the tackling idea, the loved one shit. You wanna pitch that?
Oh, tackling the idea that your loved ones secretly don't believe in the greatness you are aiming to achieve, and channeling that towards your greatness.
What were you? How high were you when you wrote that one?
Beyond.
You were wrong. I was guessing. Okay. I was guessing.
That sounds like an open field question, too.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's not really a question.
You was looking at some clouds at that point.
Oh, I was in the backyard, just sitting there, just like, oh. And it was weird because I got a strange text from family, and how they word shit lets you know, like, wait a minute, there's a little jab in there. Because he was like, the family was like, man, good shit. I seen that little clip from the little pod that you be working on. Just want to commend you on that. And the word little, like,
It's disrespectful.
bruh, you see what?
Yeah, you good. You good, bro. You good.
No, you good.
Yeah, you good.
That's like
Nah, it's open floor for everybody in
Your
here.
little girlfriend. Like, what you mean, little?
And like, huh?
Complete. I'm with you on that.
What we talking about, bro? Like how culpable we're in for even letting that shit fly. Nah, I'm not talking to you. I'm either not talking to you or I'm about to check you. One of the two.
I
But
just sent a little text back. I appreciate that little thank you. That's all I texted back.
real shit.
And then the conversation, and mind you don't send a text like that at 11:45 at night without you been feeling like you seen the clip and something's making you feel that certain way.
Yep.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Has this person ever accomplished anything in their life? I didn't think so.
Sound like that type of energy.
See what I mean though? Like what the space allows and the community allows. Like I'm not gonna ever let you feel that way about nothing you do. You're not gonna let me feel that way. He's not gonna let me feel that way. Nobody in this room is gonna let me feel a little. Nah, it's always big love. So the people that's coming hesitant, you know it don't have nothing to do with you. You know it's not personal. I think that's free. You know it don't have nothing to do with you. So we what was that, 2 weeks ago? We were talking about that shit. It's like, no, it's a no-fly zone for anybody trying to do the weird passive-aggressive, bro. You're going to be pissed at me. And it's crazy because I didn't know you was coming. I had to go in about but that's how I know it was meant to happen. So we just randomly started talking about niggas pretending like they care about music, and I ended up on the Vaughn shit. I had to say it, bro. It's coming from me, so if it got to go out, it's got to go out. But it needed to be said. It needed to be said though. Like it's just the people pretending to be gatekeepers, pretending to care about certain things, and if you really care about the numbers and everything you say you care about, when it's delivered and you act goofy or act weird or act emotional, then you don't really mean what you're saying. Cut. What's up, baby?
What's good with you, man?
So in light of that, that's how we get back to right here and talking like, come on, man. You happy for me or no? And be wary of that too.
And see, the reason I replied like that was after the conversation me and you had on the pod, where you were like, when people ask you, what do you do? And I say, I work at a paint store first and then say film second.
Yeah.
And that's not how it should be.
You can't be a filmmaker on the side, bro. You know how hard this shit is? You can't be an artist on the side, bro. It never turns off. Your wife is bought in. Your daughter identifies you as an artist first. So what I look like telling any other stranger, oh, I do music, kinda. No, nigga, that's all I do. I just tweeted last night, like, a day away from the studio really throw my whole being off. But I'm so grateful for my family, cause I'd be needing to lead this motherfucker, but I don't know how to just leave on my own. And then you go be around Big Love yesterday and see all that, and you're like, oh, I needed that. That just yesterday might have fueled like 5 or 6 songs on its own, but I wouldn't have left without that push. But it's so much a part of me that they get it. Like if I go, yo, I can't go, don't nobody press me on nothing. Money at the lab. Leave that nigga alone. He'll be there. If he could be here, he would be here. So we gotta stop engaging, even allowing a fly zone for people to say, yo little what? Nigga, it's people. You know what people the shows you love. the bag that Joe Rogan just got for doing a podcast, and we trying to do the same thing, and here you are talking about little podcasts, and they're gonna be the first ones on the wave when they go, because it's going, and we've been said that, but the long term commitment to invest in ourselves, like bro, you do the amount of work that you do by yourself, you edit a 3-hour podcast and then make us clips on top of that, bro. And come here and produce and have topics and everything. So don't let nobody dim that light. Hell no.
I just tweeted, you gotta let the interest build when you're investing in yourself.
Hmm.
You gotta let it build. Nobody knows when you can pull that money out. The stock market don't work that way where you just follow the rules. You betting on you.
Yep.
So let it build. You know when it's lit, when that bag comes.
You feel me? That shit is within.
Man.
How they gonna tell you about what's within?
Y'all want to do sports? We care. We got XFL and then some more bubble talk.
Bubble talk.
The XFL joint.
So since good old L always give us the little facts on what, not even little, the big facts on what's going on with the XFL. And then when I seen this one, I was like, okay, see The Rock doing even more shit.
Bro, they moving.
Yep. They made history with the first female sports team owner of a major professional sports league. Her name is Danny Garcia.
Let's go. I'm telling you, bro, like The Rock's approach, him being able to leverage his celebrity, he's going to be a competitor. We talked about like the amount of like ex-athletes that are walking around without an opportunity and don't have to go to play the Canadian League. Nobody want to go to Canada.
Bro, that is the only option they have is go to Canada.
Yeah, to play football.
And like we were saying, it was perfect because he is a component of.
He's a
proponent
yeah.
of the whole thing.
Yep.
Like, bro, he had to leave the Canadian Football League.
And then when Black Adam drops, and then XFL gets sponsored by that,
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
And then like we can't put it past the likability factor. So like I think that's what the XFL or any competition was missing was the likability factor. And folks is
Of the ownership though,
right.
Because it's like we look past a lot of shit with the NFL. Don't really care. So now you asking me to fuck with Jerry Jones. You asking me to fuck with Bob Kraft. You asking me to fuck with people that I naturally wouldn't fuck with because they, based on how much money they've acquired and at the time period in America when they acquired it, they don't fuck with niggas for real at all. So now you asking a lot of me to buy into this product, and then now we know some medical facts. Okay, now you really asking a lot, and then anything that goes within the advancement of black people, y'all are naturally against because it messes up your brand, quote unquote. All right, now you really asking a lot of me. So now you've taken the likability out of the NFL completely, even though it's the first time. How many starting black quarterbacks are there in the league right now? It's the highest it's ever been. How many teams? What is it? 60% have black quarterbacks starting right now? Texans, Baltimore, Dallas, Arizona. Come on, Seattle. Yeah. And so it's a decent clip right now. It's the highest it's ever been. But the likability is completely removed from the league. And here come The Rock on some other shit. Like, oh, y'all missing a component in this in how marketing works.
That part.
And really being tapped in with your audience.
That part.
And beefing up the entertainment and giving the players faces. Oh, trust me, if they can sustain it and it look like they got a good money group for the XFL, that's not gonna skimp on the bread. They gonna fuck around and compete, cause it was competing when Vince McMahon and them tried to do it. Like that shit caught a wave when they first did it.
Yeah.
And they had niggas watching football that wasn't college on Saturday.
Yeah, this past time they really did a really good job because I know going into this, the second time around they try to do it.
Yeah.
But this time they really took a lot of polls from the public on like what is the things that you would like to see in a league, and they transferred a lot of those ideas over into this last product, and it was actually really good. I watched a few of the games, and that shit was
It's good.
like what they was doing. Like they had folks mic'd.
Yep.
They had the refs mic'd.
This is what they should be doing in the bubble right now.
You know what I'm saying?
The bubble lit already because we're getting like grade A basketball because it's not hella extra shit, and players that normally wouldn't play well are playing well right now because they don't have the crowd element or the family element. But if they mic'd those floors, oh, this would be a soap opera. Like this would be, it wouldn't be better TV than right now because they actually are playing. We getting grade A basketball right now. Hey, come on.
Yeah.
Hard Knocks in the bubble in the playoffs, bro. That the dust up with Marvin Williams in them yesterday and Tyler Ennis. Oh, Luka, yeah, Luka and them.
Oh no, Luka and Porzingis talking shit right now.
Turn the mics on. Turn the mics on right now.
Bro, why nobody talk about how Marvin Williams grabbed jersey like that?
But wait, he big dogged. He had him hemmed up. It's like, bro, you're not gonna hold my shirt this long, bro.
Bro, you got to think about that, bro. Like, you got to smack his head, like, bro, like, hey.
But it didn't register what was happening, and he was like kind of going along. And he thought about it. It's like, nigga, you ain't my daddy, nigga.
Bro got his whole jersey.
He didn't swing. He swung at the fact that bro was hemming him up,
That's
and
it.
it was like, you not my daddy.
That's it. Hey, man, you've been in the league for 16 years. You just grab jerseys, bro.
Hey, that's what exactly.
Like, nah, you got to see me right here.
And what you think Marv was saying to him too? That's exactly what he was saying.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure.
Nigga, I've been around here.
Yeah,
Nigga. I'll fuck you up.
That's
little
exactly how his mouth was too. Nigga.
nigga. Where he not fully saying the words. He whispering
That's
to
it.
you,
That's
but you
it.
feel all the force.
I'm gonna bring you close so you feel me.
Oh man.
You don't think he hit him with the hold up?
No, he said hold up for sure. Bubble, we good. Playoffs been entertaining enough so far.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Predictions? Where you at?
I still got LA.
No. I mean, in terms of everything we predicted last week, was on par?
Got it. Yeah, everything is moving. Yep.
Only thing that's upside down is the. But wait, why do I feel like we predicted the Nuggets and Jazz right?
Oh no, that's the one I was wrong on. I had the.
Did I say Nuggets?
I had the Nuggets.
Maybe I had Nuggets too, but I felt like there was gonna be a good series.
Yeah.
Mike Conley is playing now. Him and Donovan together. Donovan is not a point guard, so him being able to be at the 2 has been dope. Denver not as tough, and I mean that like just like tough. Nurk having to run the offense through Nurk is gonna be hard for them.
Djokovic.
But they're not.
Djokovic.
I'm joking. The Joker. I'm sorry.
But
same with Nurk. Like Nurk is hurting Portland right now.
Right.
Because Portland came to play. They giving Brown and them fits. Nurk, I'd say Nurk and CJ are hurting them right now. But CJ can turn it around. I feel like Nurk can too, because when Nurk is locked in, he's good. This is the part of the pod I hate, because I know niggas is turning this shit off. But we got to do sports though.
Hey, but KCP is doing a hell of a job.
Oh, here we go.
Hey,
Here we go.
KCP and Danny Green is the best Blazer players they got, bro. Like by far, man. Like right now, the Lakers are playing every single time they're on the floor. They are playing 7 against 3.
Oh man, you gotta let KCP live. Danny too. You gotta let him live.
All right. The scariest things to both of them is to be at the 3-point line by themselves.
Yeah. This nigga G said yesterday, said KCP, he see KCP get an outlet, get it kicked out, wide open, do a pump fake, reverse pivot, and then pass it when he was wide open.
Huh?
He had 1 point in 31.
Bro, he had 1.1 he had 1.1 rebound and one steal.
At some point, they got to let them 2 dogs off the leash. And just
See,
That's
you sound
it.
like him.
That's it.
He keeps saying,
Bro, put them on the floor same time
Same
with
time.
Brian, AD.
Y'all want to see Brian have a meltdown.
Nah.
If you put JR and Deion Waiters on the floor,
Yes, give me the Gunners.
Have you seen how confused Deion Waiters look on defense?
Check this out. We ain't worried about that right now. You want to go get these buckets or not?
Bro, do you want to get
You
these
got 1
buckets?
point. You want a nigga with 1 point and want me to go get these buckets?
Oh my god!
He got 1 point. Dame still got 30. So we got to work this out somehow.
If he got 30 on KCP, he gonna put a 70 clip on JR.
Get you 25 though. It was Danny the same.
You got a point. That math even out.
Bro, if Dang gonna give me 35 and I can give Dang 15, it's cool. If he giving KCP 40 and he giving him 1,
I mean,
issues.
just look
That math actually makes sense.
Just look at
He
your
helped the
alternative.
argument.
Just look at your alternative, bro. You got KCP and Danny Green playing defense on offense. Like, what's the point?
Can't
Like,
argue
why are
with
you there?
Can't argue with it.
You know JR gonna do something right. Like he gonna do
Win.
something, man.
When? Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
He gonna hit a tray ball.
When?
Get to the back.
When?
My nigga, why you in a defensive
Shout out
stance?
shout out JR though, by the
Why
way.
you in a defensive stance and I'm passing you the ball in the corner? They don't even know where the hell they at.
Part of that.
Bro, confused. They like, you just throw a ball at me?
Oh man.
Let's get this groove, man.
Oh man. Lex Bub, anything else, brother, before we get out of here?
I'm pretty good. I'm
Good. G, anything?
Let me see. I think. Oh, the only other thing was, bro, I just saw the best commercial that you can make, and there's been some great ones over the years.
Oh shit.
That Dot commercial, the Dot Nike commercial
Oh yeah.
for better,
Yep.
bro. That takes you right back into the times, man. Like it's still crazy to know that Kobe and Gigi not here, but that commercial is one of the rawest ones I've seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe it's just because, bro, niggas just be missing Dot, bro. Like, when this nigga gonna come back, man?
I appreciate it though.
This
Like,
nigga's on the island.
get low, and so you can really feel the impact. But then, oh fuck, that's what we didn't talk about. Per our Nike conversation last week, that Drake move means. I knew a lot of that information, but a lot of it was still kind of like speculative, and had a very important conversation and was like validated in everything that I was saying.
Okay.
That was a power play for real. Adidas is going to feel the brunt of that for a long time.
Got it.
And now you add into the fact that they're going to let Dot get his storytelling off like that. So,
I
It's not
had
even gonna
a
be
question
fair.
for you on that though.
hit me.
Because Pusha is with Adidas. How do you think Adidas brass feels about that move that he did? Like
No. They're I'm telling you, that hurt.
Like I know it's rap beef and all, but
No.
them
That
niggas
messed up.
thinking business.
That messed up the business in a real way, in a way that they couldn't predict because of the pandemic. So now you're going to allow one of the most famous people in the world to storytell on the platform of Nike. Nike is here for marketing. Adidas
all
is here
day.
for product.
all day.
Nike's, we gonna market you. We ain't gonna have the best product, but we gonna market. I'll market everybody. Adidas
Sure.
gonna have the best product, but they don't have no marketing skills and no storytelling skills.
I told you, like the Golden Arches.
I thought about something. I wanted to check in with L on Ozark.
Oh
see
no!
if he finished
Oh
his-
no!
Did you
The
finish
fact
it?
that he didn't say nothing, I was like, let him cook, because he went in on that Marty Bird's. Marty Bird not sleeping is comedy.
Yeah.
Would you catch up?
I'm almost done. I am currently. Oh, bro, I'm at where Wendy left her brother in the left her in the diner. So I don't know what happens next.
Yo,
but yeah.
okay, we need to wait then, because
Yeah,
that it get real.
Well, you don't even need to tell us how you feel right now.
Because her brother ain't nothing to play with. So I don't think it was just like bro walk up and piece him. You know what I mean? I don't think it was like that. I think
Okay. I'm fascinated to talk to you about that.
Okay.
Coming up soon.
I still can't believe the brother didn't win some type of award for.
No, he should have won. He should have won some best supporting. Like
Yeah.
the way he came through and like
Yeah, that was another thing. I do appreciate how much airtime and how much attention they are bringing to bipolar, like being bipolar, because that they're giving you a full scope,
spectrum.
the full spectrum of that, of a person actually having to, like the family having to live with a person that's like that, and a person actually going through it themselves. So that was, I do appreciate them for bringing that to the table.
yeah.
That's a dope show, man.
L's Ozark update. Jason Bateman still the GOAT?
Yes. And I'm ready for him to turn this FBI agent. I feel like she's on the fence and she's about ready for that too.
Do you think he's on Turner?
I definitely think he's on Turner. Like I know you could be something to your core, but at some point, I think when they tried the underminer, I think that's gonna be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
I like when my man be here. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Because like at the end of the day, she is black. And you know how we do, bro. All you gotta do,
That's crazy.
bro. All you gotta do is show us your hand once, my
but
nigga.
don't put a cartel ring on her because she black though. That's crazy, G. Like
Bro,
that's
all you gotta do is show us your hand once, my nigga. Like
my nigga got
we
her
gave
going.
you life initially.
He got her going from a Fed to being part of the cartel.
for sure.
Fast.
Fast.
Sure.
Is that what our life is? Is that literally the spectrum we live on?
Every day.
From You could be a Fed and you can be a part of the cartel. I
Bro,
guess.
we tried.
Hey,
We tried.
Might say a prayer for you. Might have a brick on
We
me.
tried to do this thing right, bro. Why nobody ever like just pay attention to the fact that at first you tried to do this shit right. Now everybody starts out that way, and I don't know how long that lasts. So like, if you see somebody that did some wild shit while they was young, best believe before that they try to do something right.
Did you have anything you didn't care about this week?
Nah, but I'll get back to it.
Okay. Yeah.
I had a decent week, man.
I had a good week. I had a good week. It's crazy. Now before we get out of here, I want to thank my family again. Everybody being in attendance. This is a special day. We got some special guests in the room. Some of my favorite people under one roof. So thank all of you guys. This has been another episode of Meet the Brave, and we'll see you next week.
Love.
Yes.